Dinosaurs were really scary, but these animals were way scarier.
If you thought dinosaurs were scary, you're not gonna believe what these animals look like that are presently on planet Earth.
Let's check them out.
It's certainly no stretch to say that life would have been much
That thing's
scarier
pretty
if the
scary. What is
dinosaurs-
scarier
That's
than
Jurassic
that?
Park right there, boys.
What if I told you the Earth used to be populated by creatures that were even bigger, badder,
no.
and more ferocious?
Nope, I wouldn't believe you.
From supersized serpents to
No,
deep-sea
that's not real.
monsters and bizarro critters.
What is
straight
that?
down.
It's
No,
not real.
Here are some
You're not
animals
telling me
That is a
that's
myth.
real.
scarier
That is
than
a myth.
dinosaurs.
Nah, dude.
Adam, I think you could fit in back in those ages. You don't think?
Some of the most terrifying creatures ever to have lived were water dwellers.
Dunkleosteus?
And Dunkleosteus is certainly no exception.
Dunkleosteus.
Ugliest
This brutish fish lived during the late
Dunkleosteus.
Devonian period.
Look at the animal on the
which was
bottom right.
around
Look at its eyeballs.
370 to
Oh my
360
gosh.
million
Bro,
years
it's as
ago,
old as Alex's
and is
mom.
often referred to as the age of fish. FYI, that's
That's
long
what they
before
call
the
her, too.
dinosaurs walked the earth during a
Okay.
time known as the Mesozoic era, between around 245 and 66
This
million
guy.
years ago, which scientists have divided into 3 periods: the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. The 26 to 32 feet long Dunkleosteus
These are real?
was streamlined and sharp-like,
Yeah, that was
with an
real.
armor-plated
Yeah,
head
these are all
and a
real
face
animals.
only a mother
Oh
could
my
love.
gosh.
Based on its ferocious appearance, you might be surprised to learn that
It looks kinda
Dunkleosteus
dumb.
actually lacked
It was as
any
big as a
proper
great white
teeth.
shark.
But don't be fooled. Instead,
just look
it had
that up?
2 long, bony blades that could snap and crush
Oh, like a
almost
turtle,
anything.
kinda.
Yeah.
And I do mean
Oh, it's like a
anything,
snapping-
because
it's a
Dunkleosteus
snapping
was
fish.
definitely
Snapping
not
shark.
a fussy eater. It ate fish,
Whoa.
sharks, and
It
even its
ate
own
sharks.
kind.
What?
It ate its
Its
own
It's a
ears
mom?
grew
carnivore.
continuously and rubbed against each
Who's that
other
with
as
you
they
with
did,
moms?
acting like self-sharpening shears.
Whoa.
To give you an idea of just how powerful its
What?
jaws were,
That thing needs
scientists have
braces.
speculated that they could generate up to 8,000 pounds of
No
bite
way.
force per square
That
inch.
sounds like a lot, but I
For some
can't really.
perspective,
Oh, here we
A
go.
lion's bite generates approximately
That's
650
nothing!
pounds
No.
per square inch. Dunkleosteus's fatal
Oh my
flaw was that it was
gosh.
It's
so
10
greedy
times
that
stronger.
it often suffered from indigestion. Fossils
Oh,
of
it
the
ate
prehistoric
too much.
beast have often
Adam,
been found
yeah, that's a
alongside
Adam problem.
regurgitated and semi-digested
threw up.
remains of fish. You may be glad to know Dunkleosteus isn't around anymore, but
thank
if
God
you want
for
to make
that.
sure Be Amazed never goes
Dunkleosteus.
extinct too, you know what to do.
That thing is
Just
awesome.
shimmy on over to those like and subscribe buttons.
That is scarier than a
and show
great
'em
white
some
shark.
love. And don't forget to tickle that little bell.
Oh,
I don't like the way you
Tickle
said tickle.
Now buckle up for some more goosebump-inducing
Hit me.
beasts.
Hit me with it.
All right, what is the next one?
Helicoprion.
Teeth!
It's a
If you thought
helicopter
getting
shark.
into the water with
It had like a
Dunkleosteus
saw
was a
for its
terrifying
teeth.
prospect, then just wait till you hear about the
No
Helicoprion.
way that was real.
Adam,
Gas-
Adam, that thing looks
No.
familiar, doesn't it?
170-million-year-old, 20 to
No,
25
don't say
foot
it.
A
long
little bit.
fish is the star of one of the most vexing
Does it look like my
fossil
mom?
mysteries to ever
Okay.
confound paleontologists.
Sorry, Mom.
It all began with the discovery of strange petrified whorls
is
of
that?
elongated teeth.
That's the fossil.
that looked kind of like
That's the
fossilized
inside
of its
fruit
mouth.
roll-ups. Russian
Is
geologist
that
That's
its
its
tongue?
teeth.
Like its tongue like on rolls?
Karpinski coined the name Helicoprion in 1899 after determining that the strand fossils were
man.
actually part
That thing
of a
wasn't even that
shark-like
old.
fin.
Looked like he got
His
knocked
best
in the
guess
jaw.
was that the unusual
its
feeding
nose.
apparatus was attached to the nose of this
what?
long-dead creature, like a permanently rolled-up bun.
Whoa.
But the remains continued to puzzle paleontologists for over a century. Years spent speculating about the true arrangement of the toothy whorl produced a slew of
looks like
bizarre
something out of
visions
Godzilla.
sharks with whorls of teeth
He's got teeth
hanging
there,
off
too?
of their
An
elephant
snouts,
just, like,
slapping
dangling
on
from
people?
their
They're trying to
lower
figure out how it
jaws,
actually
dorsal
looked.
fins,
Oh.
caudal fins, and even embedded deep in their throats. It wasn't until 2013 that a study led by Leif
Let's go,
Tepanilla
Leif!
from Idaho State University
His name is
correctly
Leif.
proposed that the coiled tooth row totally filled the lower jaw in a buzzsaw
No.
formation.
Wow.
As the fish aged, new teeth continually formed at the back of the lower
Okay,
jaw,
that's what made it a
while
shark.
there were practically no upper
Does it
teeth
spin?
to speak of. So
No,
how
I
did the
think it just
Helicoprion
bites it.
catch and consume its prey? Terrifyingly, paleontologists suggest that as the jaw closed, the toothy whorl
Oh my
rotated
God,
the
Alec,
teeth
you were right.
outwards in
No
How is that
way.
possible?
As
It
if all that
invented
wasn't scary enough
chainsaws before
already,
we even thought of
the
it.
largest Helicoprion specimen ever found had a 2-foot-wide jaw. Oof, thank God this terrifying buzzsaw killer went
How?
extinct some 225
Why didn't they make a movie about
million
that
years ago.
thing?
Because it's a whole pile of noop.
Instead of jaws, they could call it saws.
The simple fact that scientists nicknamed the first racidy terror birds should tell you everything you need to know about these frightening creatures.
I'm here all day.
But I'm gonna go ahead
I'm
and
here
give
all
you
day.
the full rundown.
What's wrong with these
anyway.
birds?
After a meteor wiped out the fearsome dinos like the T-Rex and the Velociraptor, the terror bird rose up to become the top land predator in South America, a title they defended for their
What?
Bigger than
Yo!
saber-toothed tigers?
It looks like
These
the thing from Up.
prehistoric feathered beasts grew up to 10 feet tall and had T-Rex-like
It's
So
almost
it's
as tall
like
as
a
me.
T-Rex
beak that could
ostrich.
sever the
Yeah.
spinal cord of
What?
a horse with
It
one
ate
fatal
That's a
horses.
blow.
whole horse.
Their reign of, well, terror began before what we now know as Central
That's good,
America
that's good.
existed, when South America was still
they can't
an
get to
island.
us.
While
Pangea.
the likes of the saber-toothed cats and wolves took over the job of top predators elsewhere, most of the mammals in South America
What is that?
were
Is that a-
happy herbivores.
What's a beaver?
This provided
got
the terror birds with a
ravaged by
smorgasbord
those
of
birds.
Oh my
plant-munching
goodness.
animals to feast on without
That
any
armadillo is
crazy.
trembling.
These swift-moving creatures were equipped with a pickaxe-like beak, which they used to strike downwards and fatally
Oh!
They
the
didn't even
skulls of
break the
smaller
spine.
animals.
They cracked the
Oh!
I
skull.
feel like that's a
But
WWE
that's
move.
No, it
not
doesn't.
all.
No, it doesn't eat
Their
rhinos.
bony heads could
Alec,
act
you
as
think
a
you could take
giant
it?
meat tenderizer.
Yeah.
And they would
I would just
likely
grab
have
its
used
neck,
their
choke it
enormous
out.
clawed feet to kick
Easy.
the living daylights
Oh
out of
my
prey.
gosh, it's a
During
mixed
their
They don't even have
16-year
arms, dude.
reign,
They walk around
17
like
different
this.
Get this
species
guy
in the terror
signed to the
bird
UFC.
family came and went.
They
until
throw
finally
roundhouse
disappeared
kicks.
altogether about 2.5 million years ago. Makes you appreciate street pigeons a little more, doesn't it?
No.
I mean,
Not really.
what is wrong with that
Yo!
thing?
Okay, that's not real. That cannot be
A
real.
regular
That looks like a
elephant and make it
cryptozoo
utterly
fusion.
terrifying. You replace its trunk with an enormous, fleshy sport.
Huh?
That's how. This fantastical
Nah.
creature may look like it was dreamed up by an imaginative 7-year-old, but travel back in time between 8 million and 20 million years ago, and you'll see for yourself.
What?
I
I don't even want to imagine the type of sound that thing made.
This ancestor of the modern elephant had a strange jutting jaw that actually consisted of a pair of widened
What is that for?
tusks,
It looks like a
which,
shovel.
by the way,
Scooping?
are just modified insides.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Scooping?
thinking. Like,
But
yeah,
what was
like
the
a shovel.
purpose of this bizarre tool? After all, animals don't waste energy developing worthless characteristics. When the platypelodon was first described in the 1920s, it was thought that their
Hello,
lower
my
extremities
name's
were used to
Platypelodon.
shovel, scoop, dig,
yeah. It
and
just ate
dredge
dirt.
up
Oh my gosh!
vegetation in
It's like an
aquatic
excavator,
or
like a
I
big
feel like
cat
I'm a
coming
direct
in.
descendant of this.
But in 1992, paleontologist David Lambert proposed that
Work
they
that
were
jaw,
also
Adam.
used
Wait.
as scythe-like
Oh, weapons.
weapons
Wait, what?
that could slice through thick vegetation. Instead of roaming shorelines, Platypelodon wandered around Miocene Asia, Africa, and North
Right.
America,
Oh,
crap.
feeding on
They were
terrestrial
here.
plants, grasping branches with its trunk, and cutting them away with those specialized built-in scythes. Because these fleshy sport
This thing is crazy.
Guys, that's a real fossil. Like, these are real animals. They were at some point.
That actually existed.
What if like it's not a whole fossil though? And they just glued parts together and we're just like, ta-da! You know,
Where is
like what
the
if they just
incision?
glued things on?
Alec, they wouldn't
Look
lie
at
to
the
us,
beak.
okay?
Look at the beak. It looks like they just like put it on top, and we're like, okay,
Alec.
this somewhat fits.
This isn't Cryptozoo. They're not going to lie to us.
Exactly. This isn't
I
a
don't
scam.
know. I don't know. I've seen theories where they just kind of put bones in different places and just say, voila, that's a dinosaur. But they don't really
Where'd
know
you
100%.
hear that theory from?
Comment
if
down
I,
below
and if I hear
what you guys
TikTok, I'm
think.
coming down. I'm hitting you.
Don't believe everything you hear on the internet, guys. Now
That's-
let's
yeah,
believe
that's
this.
true.
Let's watch this.
Don't fossilize as
I hope
easily
it's
as
real, 'cause this
bone.
thing is cool.
We're actually pretty lucky to know much about these bizarre creatures at all. Thankfully, they did us a big favor by dying, sometimes in mass.
yeah!
What?
To or in rivers, which are prime
They don't
spots
seem
for
dangerous.
easy
They're herbivores.
fossilization.
Oh,
Although
they
they may
fossilized
not
themselves.
have posed a major threat to humans if they were still around today, it's safe to say that these animals
I love
still
that
have one of
picture.
the
It looks like a
freakiest
duck.
bugs
It looks
in
like the duck
history.
That's the funniest looking elephant ever.
It's like a
That's
duck
like a
face.
platypus elephant.
Andrew-sarchus.
Wait, what?
It's hard to imagine anything
That
with
sounds
the
like a
name
person.
Andrew somehow being more terrifying than a dinosaur. But this
What is
ferocious
that?
creature
No,
says
no.
otherwise. Although no complete Andrew-sarchus skeleton has ever been found, part of a skull from one of these bad boys discovered in Mongolia in 1923 measured nearly 3 feet long.
Just the head.
Expedition leader Roy
Just the
Holy
head.
cow.
Andrews decided that the animal must have been a carnivore because of its massive teeth.
It had to be.
And named it
like great
Andrew-sarchus
observation.
mongoliensis, after himself, of course. To this day, this is the only specimen
Wow.
ever
Yo!
found belonging to this terrifying
That is
species, which
enormous.
roamed Asia
You could
some
one bite
45
anything.
to 36 million
That's kinda
years
crazy
ago
that they only
during
ever
the
found one
Eocene
fossil.
era. Paleontologists built up an impression of the rest of the animal's body.
Why do they make the body so tiny?
Well, the head's huge.
I know, so make the body huge. They said paleontologists made like a sketch of the rest of the body. They made it so tiny.
They saw this. They have the full skeleton, but they only found half of the top of the head. So the only thing they're missing is the jaw.
Are
We'll
you
never know for
sure?
sure. We don't know. Don't
Yeah,
believe
did you
everything
see
you
that
hear on the
photo?
internet, guys.
Yeah, don't believe everything that you see on the internet, Adam.
Skull,
But they wouldn't lie to
and
us.
its relation to another bear-like prehistoric creature.
Oh, it was like a
called
bear.
Mesonyx.
Okay.
The result is a 16-foot
Oh my
long,
gosh.
6-foot-high vision of pure nightmare
That is a
fuel.
wolf dog.
This heavily built, wolf-like animal walked on 4 short legs
So it's
and
a
had
giant
long
bear.
body and tail with hoofed feet.
Wow.
It had a terrifying snout with large, bone-crushing
Wow.
teeth that could have weighed
Kinda looks
anywhere
like a pig.
between
Wow.
1,764 pounds to over 2,200
Oh my
pounds.
God, it's almost as much as Alec. Jesus.
I did see that one coming. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Alec.
All right.
It's a come at
That's
Alec
fine.
video.
All right. Let's continue. Let's move on.
You do have a jaw that's just like
He didn't
that.
deny it. He did not deny it.
You like that jaw? It's a strong jaw. That is a strong jaw.
In case you needed any more reason to quiver in fear, this monumental size makes Andrewsarchus
weird
the
picture.
largest known
See?
meat-eating land
They need to make the
mammal
body
that
bigger.
ever lived.
Did you hear that? It's the largest known meat-eating animal ever.
T-Rex.
What?
What about T-Rex?
It's bigger than a T-Rex.
No, it's not.
They just said that, bro. They just said that.
No.
I'm reloading it. I'm reloading the thing.
It's Andrewsarchus, the largest known meat-eating land mammal that ever lived.
It's 6 feet and
Oh,
16
mammal.
feet wide. Ever. It's
They
the
said
big-
mammal. They said mammal. That is the distinguishing factor.
Oh.
I think Jack is having a panic attack.
You all right, Jack? It's extinct, Jack. It's
It's gonna
extinct.
be
It's not
okay.
gonna
It's
get you.
it's not alive anymore.
Just play the video.
The biggest meat-eating animal these days is Adam.
Just play the video.
All right, let's go.
I don't know what he's saying.
Strangely enough, though, these hoofed beasts were actually thought to be more closely related to hippos and whales,
yeah.
both belonging to a larger
what they
order
say
of
about Alec.
mammals called artiodactyls. Because Andrewsarchus is only known from a skull and a few other bones, whether it was an active predator or merely an oversized scavenger is up for debate. But I certainly wouldn't want to take my chances. Titanoboa.
No, that's not real.
If you're scared of snakes, now might be a time to grab a quick snack.
Just
Isn't the biggest snake today like 30 feet long? Isn't it crazy?
like, I think like
anaconda?
26.
I think so, yeah.
Like 26, 27 is
26?
like the longest that it gets. I don't know if there's been a
Probably.
30-footer.
So those are
Actually,
alive
just-
today. You should be scared today.
They
Yeah.
are, but we don't know how big this thing is yet.
How big do you think? I'm thinking 60 feet.
I'm gonna say at least 100 feet.
I'm thinking it's
I was
pretty
gonna
girthy,
say
too.
100. I was gonna say 100. 100
feet.
based on
All
that
right, let's
picture.
All
Let's
right,
find
we're
out.
thinking at least 100 feet.
60 million years
What are
ago, during the
those?
Paleocene
Is that lapras?
epoch, in the swampy waters of what is now Colombia, there lurked the biggest snake
No,
that has
what is
ever
that?
Lucky
That is not
this thing
real.
doesn't
Titanoboa.
exist.
There's no way.
Clocking in at nearly 50 feet long.
Oh, that's
and
nothing.
weighing
Dude,
a
it's- look at its
colossal
girth, though.
2,500
Yeah, look how
pounds.
fat that
Dude,
thing
it's
is.
That's nothing.
2,500 pounds. That's heavier than the last
50
thing.
feet? 50.
That
I
thing
could take
could
it.
gobble up a hippo.
I feel
I
like
could
if
take
it
it.
ate me, I would just be living inside of it. Like I could have an apartment, a kitchen, a bedroom, some lady friend.
You could at least have some 800 square foot studio in there.
This
Yeah.
supersized
We could be
serpent was
recording this
10
video in
times
his
as heavy
mouth.
as the green anaconda that rules those same stomping grounds today. Sadly, though, Titanoboa never went toe-to-toe with the T-Rex.
Dang.
Existing just a few
Oh,
million years
that'd been
after the
epic.
fall of the dinosaurs, Titanoboa reigned over the immense swampy jungle where everything was hotter, wetter, and bigger than it is today.
Yeah.
Wait, where's that at?
It's hotter, it's wetter, and everything's bigger.
Where is that?
It's
Can we move
Colombia.
there?
Oh, Colombia. All right.
Yeah, we gotta-
If this
we
video
gotta
gets
be there.
10,000 likes, we're taking a trip.
With this general theme of bigness, Titanoboa was so large that it pretty much defied the laws of physics. You see, every living creature has evolved under the constraints
They
of
threw a
gravity.
cell phone in the last
The
guy.
only reason why ludicrously massive creatures like the 100-foot blue whale are able to exist is because gravity doesn't affect giants as much in the sea. Scientists speculate that this is what Titanoboa must have exploited to reach its enormous size.
Lives in the water.
creature was so outsized that it probably wasn't able to get around on land very well and must have spent a large part of its time in the water,
Wow,
behaving
that's
more like
scary.
a water-dwelling anaconda, despite looking something like a
Yeah.
modern-day boa constrictor.
Yeah.
That makes
You know,
sense.
Just imagine taking a dip in the river
guy's
only to
dead.
spot the skin of one of these enormous beasts on the bank
GGs.
nearby. If you're wondering what Titanoboa ate, the simple answer is anything it laid its eyes on. The giant snake was an ambush predator and relied on its incredible strength to squeeze the life out of its prey.
How would this ambush anything? It's 2,500 pounds. Wouldn't you hear that from 2 miles away?
Well, not
It was
in the
probably
water.
kind of fast, dude. You think of modern day snakes, they're pretty quick.
I wonder if they
crazy.
ever like got tangled up in like a pretzel when they were going between trees. Because they're so long. They're 50 feet long.
They might be able to
I wonder
knock
if they got
trees
like
down.
tangled up and like maybe they put themselves in a knot and just got stuck, you know?
I wonder if they ever fought each other too. And they got
Probably.
like all
Oh my
like
gosh.
wound up together.
I've seen snakes eat snakes.
Do
It's a
snakes
thing.
lay eggs, right?
Dude, yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
How big is this egg?
That must have been the biggest egg ever.
Titanoboa
Bigger than Alex's head
lay
for
in
sure.
wait and hunted mostly
gosh.
large reptiles, gobbling down giant turtles and even crocodiles. Why and even when Titanoboa went extinct remains a mystery. But just imagine the havoc they'd
Dude,
wreak on us puny
no.
humans
Is
if
that-
they
No.
did.
That's eating a
It didn't have teeth
helicopter.
like that, did
there's
it?
no way it's eating a
Jacalopterus.
helicopter.
Oh my gosh.
3 words.
Smash.
Giant sea scorpion. I bet you never thought you'd hear
Nope.
those together in a sentence about a real
Is that
life
a
animal.
World of Warcraft
You'll be
character?
pleased to
I
know
think it
that
was
the
on
now
the left,
extinct
yeah.
group of Eurypterids,
Looks like a
also known
horseshoe
as
crab.
sea scorpions,
How
which
big was
belongs
this
to
thing?
the
Crab.
arthropod order, were mostly small creatures.
It's honestly not
about
that
the
scary.
size
Kind of looks like a
human hand.
kabutops.
That
Yeah, it
is,
looks like a
except
Pokemon.
for the
Okay.
nightmare-inducing Jacalopterus, which lived around
What were you saying, Jack?
460 million
Jack,
years ago
it's
during the
cute.
Silurian period. This spiky sea scorpion
big was
grew
it?
up to 8 feet in length,
Oh.
easily making it the largest arthropod ever known.
What do you mean? Oh, Alec, that's bigger
I mean,
than
I-
you.
well, the picture prior made it look like it was 30 feet.
Yeah,
It's
I
bigger
was
than
expecting
you.
it to be the size of like a leviathan or
I could
something.
take it.
Something
I could
big
take it.
and menacing. I would probably eat this thing if I could.
Yeah.
Imagine an
I
8-foot
could take
crab,
it.
please.
Adam, that could feed your family for weeks. Maybe not you, but a normal
You
family.
can chop necks, like chop your neck. Your neck. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, but you can only chop 2 at a time, and then you, boom, third person goes in, kills it, and then you got
That's a good
food for
point.
years.
That's a good point. Adam,
what
you
is
didn't
a
think of
good
that.
point?
Adam, you didn't think of that.
What
Let's be
happens?
honest.
Okay,
Adam,
three people.
Adam, we
Double
have
snap.
bombs.
I have 2
we have
hands
bombs.
free
We have
again.
fire.
Snap.
Adam, I could literally, I could go to Walmart and get things necessary to take this thing down in 3 seconds.
You're also not thinking about how stupid the thing probably is. Like, it's not gonna go snap, snap, snap. It's gonna go, oh,
It has
human.
to be. Yeah, you're right. It does have to be pretty stupid if it is extinct.
And by then, we got it.
I think we could take it.
All we gotta do is get a giant net, put it over top of it, done.
That's easy. That's easy.
You convinced me. I'm in.
All right, we're not scared of this thing anymore.
For a better idea of what it looked like, just imagine those face huggers from the Alien franchise scaled up to huge proportions with the ability to swim thrown in.
That is actually kind of scary.
Its segmented paddle-shaped body was similar to that of the bizarre horseshoe
that.
crab, except,
Adam
you
did
know,
say that.
much more giant.
Yeah.
Jacalopterus moved swiftly underwater thanks to its oar-like back legs, which allowed it to swim rapidly after
like a
its
giant
Adam, you should be able to
lobster.
move pretty quick
Beside
underwater
its
too
multiple
then.
specialized limbs,
I'd be moving
this
underwater.
marine monster was also equipped with huge spring-loaded claws,
But
which
what
it
did it
used to
eat?
snatch up fish as they passed by. One
Not humans,
fossilized
though.
spike claw discovered in 2007 even measured a whopping 18 inches across.
That is
There's no
huge.
denying
Oh.
that if
It's
this
like a foot and a
giant
half.
sea scorpion had existed today, it could have used these grasping claws to grab you in a deadly embrace and crush your skull like an almond. The reign of the Eurypterids, including the terrifying
almond.
Jacalopterus, was eventually brought to a sudden end thanks to the Permian extinction around
Yeah.
299
Let's go. I love
to
that.
I'm a big fan of the
252 million
Permian
years ago,
extinction.
which wiped out
That's one of my favorite
extinctions,
96%
actually.
of all marine life on Earth. Phoberomus pattersoni.
Guinea
You may
pigs!
have noticed that
Okay.
many
Giant guinea
animals
pigs?
in the prehistoric
This one is
era
not
were
scarier than
basically just
dinosaurs, come on.
souped-up, jumbo-sized
Yeah, what was the
versions
title of this
some
video?
the animals that still
Animals that are scarier than dinosaurs. There's no way a giant beaver is. Come on, let's see what it is.
Unless it's 30 feet.
What if it shoots out poison from its eyeballs?
I mean,
What if it takes
that's-
giant turds?
this has to be one crazy beaver to be scarier than a T-Rex.
introduce you to perhaps the most unnerving example of that theme, Phoberomus pattersoni.
Oh my gosh, no, dude!
Biggest rodents to
Not the
ever walk
Phoberomus
the
Patterson.
earth, clocking in at around 10 feet long, with another 5
is
feet
kinda
worth
scary.
of tail to boot. Remains of these
That's a
repulsive
giant
rodents have been
rat.
recovered from several sites in Argentina,
Rats are scary.
Brazil,
Give me a
and
cleaver.
Venezuela over
Boom.
the years.
You guys are scared of like little rats. Just imagine it 30, 40 times bigger than what it is now.
The bigger it is, the easier it is to kill.
I've seen Alex scream like a tiny little girl at a 3-foot rat. Oh wait, no, a like 6-inch rat.
What? Where are you finding these rats?
A 3-foot
First of
rat
all,
would be huge.
that's not
that's a
true
big
for everyone
rat.
watching. I don't get scared of rats. Second of
No,
all,
Alec gets scared of women.
yes. But second of all, if there was a little mini 1 foot T-Rex running around my house, I would be way more scared than a 1
That
foot
is
rat.
true. That is true.
No.
Then a rat?
I'm more scared of
Yes.
Petey than I am of that
A
rat.
little T-Rex,
Yeah.
like,
Come on, Adam, you lost this one. You lost this one, Adam.
no, a tiny
Adam's
rat
takes
is
are
way
not hitting
scarier than a
today.
tiny T-Rex. I will die on that grave.
Although their
Well, you're gonna
closest
die
living
then.
relative is the humble guinea pig, they were more similar
A
in
guinea pig,
appearance
Adam.
to modern-day capybaras.
It's a guinea pig.
Despite being much bigger and heavier.
Jesus.
Thing's got a belly on it.
Examinations of the skeletons of these creepy ratzillas suggest that they probably weighed around 800 kilograms.
Wow.
Which is around the same size
Wow.
as an American
Okay, so it's
bison.
like a bison.
Phoberomus pattersoni's hind limbs were massive
That's bigger than I
compared to
thought.
its slender front limbs.
I don't think I could take a
suggested
bison.
It probably rested on its
No.
haunches while feeding, using smaller forelimbs to gather plant material. Much like the capybara,
That's how Adam
Phoberomus
does
had a
it.
deep-set jaw and sharp front teeth, which were adapted for their gritty,
my gosh.
herbivorous diet. Although they were plant eaters, these tremendous rodents would have had foot-long incisors, capable of causing some serious damage if you
Only
were
if they
across
can
them.
catch me.
Okay.
Phoberomus
Why do they have to show
towered
us that,
over
though?
wetlands
Unnecessary.
and near-shore
Scare us.
swamps until they mysteriously disappeared some 8 million years ago. So next time you squirm at the size of a rat on the street, just remember, it could be much worse.
That's pretty good, Adam. Mouth wider, though.
Hallucinogynia. It's not unusual for
No.
paleontologists
What is that?
to have trouble deciphering
That's an
what
alien.
an animal looks like, especially when it's been extinct for 400 million
my
years.
God.
That is a long
But
time.
the case of hallucinogynia was still much harder than most.
Hmm.
In fact, scientists studied this thumb-sized worm for more than 50 years
Why is it
before they were
scary?
able to
What
determine
is that?
where its head
It's a worm.
was. Take one
But
look
it's got,
at
like,
this utterly
super poisonous.
ludicrous
It's got
creature, and
these
you'll see
on
what
it.
I mean. Back in 1977, British paleontologist Simon Conway Morris happened upon a bizarre half-inch long fossil
Okay.
that had been found in
It's
the
pretty big.
Burgess Shale in the Canadian Rockies 66 years earlier. It had already been classified as an annelid worm, which includes leeches and earthworms, but Conway Morris didn't agree. In his opinion, the wacky organism could actually walk on several pairs of stilt-like spines, while it also had
Is it
numerous
upside down?
tentacles sticking out of its back.
I think so.
He named the creature hallucinogynia because it was so nonsensical it resembled something you'd hallucinate during a bad trip. But
There's
in
no way this is
1991,
real.
researchers Lars Ramskold and He Zieguan turned Conway Morris's idea upside down. Literally. What he had identified as tentacles were actually the creature's legs, so the model was flipped. The
got a
spines,
beard.
now located on the creature's back, were probably used for defense. It wasn't until 2015 that further analysis conducted by Martin Smith from the University of Cambridge using an electron microscope and samples from the Burgess Shale revealed which end was the worm's head, complete with not only a pair of eyes, but a big smile of grinning
Oh, wow.
teeth. Although scientists don't know exactly what hallucinogynia ate, the ring of teeth around its mouth were probably used to suck water and food into the gut. It may have been tiny, but there's no denying this floppy hallucination is seriously unnerving.
I would kill it.
If you try to step on it,
Anthroplera.
you would get
Most
hit with
people
spikes.
feel uneasy around
I have
regular-sized
shoes. I feel like I'd
creepy
be fine.
crawlies, but millions of
Oh,
years
God,
ago,
I hate spiders.
these
No.
fearful creatures
No.
had
Giant
spiders.
spiders.
No.
I
proportions.
can't watch the rest
Case
of
in
this.
No.
point, Anthroplera.
No.
An 8.5
No,
foot
no,
long
no.
What? Why are they smiling?
in the late Carboniferous.
No,
That is
dude.
gross.
Around 359 to 299 million years ago. Although it's likely that Anthroplera was herbivorous
Oh, it's not a spider, it's
and
this
fed
thing.
on
Okay.
dead plant matter like modern-day millipedes, there's no denying that it was still pretty darn terrifying. Fossil trackways that have been discovered suggest that these massive millipedes could move at speed, undulating hundreds of huge legs with unnerving rhythm and swerving to avoid trees
That's
and
gross.
other obstacles. Anthroplera
That
were
is
the
crazy.
largest land invertebrates
No, I
of all
refuse to
time,
believe.
which means it's highly unlikely they
can't-
had
I would
any
scream
natural
so
predators.
loud if I saw
Their
that thing.
segmented bodies were so flexible they could probably rear up to a defensive posture
What?
and
No.
look you
Oh
straight
my
in
gosh.
the eyes if they wanted
That is the
to.
closest thing
These
to an alien,
monumental
right?
insects went
Yeah.
extinct soon after the end of the Carboniferous period, when the moist climate
It's crazy
began
how many
drying
different
out,
animals
dramatically reducing the
were in the
rainforests
past.
that were their natural habitats.
I would carry
Why
around a
don't we have
flamethrower if
such
that thing still
massive
existed.
bugs nowadays? Well, the leading theory is that prehistoric insects got so big because they benefited from the surplus oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere. During the period when Anthropleura lived, the rise of vast lowland swamp forests led to atmospheric oxygen levels of around 30%. That's almost 50% higher than current levels. So next time someone says climate change isn't real, just introduce them to this super freaky, supersized millipede.
All right, I will.
Will do.
Mosasaurus.
Oh, this one's one of my favorites.
no.
If you're a fan
This
of the
is
Jurassic
sick.
World movies, you may
What is
already
that?
be familiar with the
What the
Mosasaurus
heck is that?
thanks to this
The
awesome scene.
Mosasaurus?
You know this thing. Oh!
Oh my
That thing
gosh.
was real.
No,
It's
it was
not fake. That thing
But
existed.
the thing is,
You're telling me that's not
Mosasaurus isn't
CGI.
technically a dinosaur. These great marine reptiles are actually closely related to snakes and monitor lizards, but that doesn't make them
yeah,
any
look at his
less
tail.
terrifying. This gigantic
It's like an
warm-blooded
alligator
crocodile
snake.
swam the seas around the globe some 80 to 66 million years
That's
ago.
not even that long
Though
ago.
no complete specimens have ever been found, paleontologists
pretty long.
speculate that Mosasaurus probably reached lengths of 45 to
No.
50 feet and weighed
That's
around
as long as a
5.5
snake.
tons.
It could eat a great white shark.
Bigger
Like
than
half
the
that.
average
tons.
city bus
Dead.
and heavier than 2 adult rhinoceros. Look a little closer and you'll see that the captive Mosasaurus from the Jurassic World
Oh my
movies
gosh.
has 2 extra
No,
rows of
that is insane.
terrifying
That's a
shark. That's a
teeth
full
inside
shark
its
right there.
enormous mouth.
That's a killer great white
You
shark.
might think that this is just a classic example of movie makers bending the truth for dramatic effect, but no.
They did their research.
Just like modern-day snakes, Mosasaurus had pterygoid or fanged teeth inside their massive maw, which were anchored to bones in the roof of their mouth. These teeth, which were embedded in the fleshy tissue of their
I'm
gums,
running.
made it easier to grip and swallow their
running.
prey underwater.
I'm swimming fast.
Because of their relation to
Yep,
snakes,
if you're
you can
running, you're
outswim that,
probably
I'm
good.
sure.
like the Komodo dragon, it's even possible that they had huge forked tongues.
Ew.
But we may never know for sure because soft tissues rarely fossilize. It should come as no surprise that Mosasaurus were wildly successful predators. Stomach contents
be.
have revealed that these aquatic brutes ate ammonites, bony fish, sea turtles, other prehistoric reptiles like Plesiosaurus,
Oh.
and even seabirds.
Holy
Their fossils have
cow.
been found on every continent on
Seabirds?
Earth, even Antarctica.
Wow.
That
They
thing was
even
running
used
the
to be
ocean.
everywhere.
dominant marine predators during the Cretaceous
I'm surprised they
period.
went extinct.
Until the KPG extinction
Well,
event
there you
that
go.
ended the dinos.
I am
wiped
not
them
surprised
out.
why they went
Oh my
extinct.
gosh. That's a huge asteroid.
Triassic Kraken.
What? It's real?
For centuries,
No.
fishermen have told tales of
How
a
big?
Wait, no
terrifying
way.
sea
30 feet?
monster capable of
30 feet?
capsizing a ship and gobbling up its crew.
No.
The Kraken. These humongous beasts have made their way into their
No,
fair
that
share
image
of
was
movies.
not real.
That was disgusting.
Did
That
they
looks like
ever
a
really
worm.
exist? In 1857, Danish naturalist Japetus Steenstrup examined a large,
Japetus.
washed-up squid beak, measuring about 3 inches across.
That's not that big.
He concluded that the Kraken was real.
Oh, wait, what?
And that it was a species of giant squid he named Architeuthis dux, or ruling squid. Since then, about 21 species of giant squid have been described, each from different body parts washed
Whoa.
up on the shore. These elusive creatures roam the depths of the ocean, but it's hard to know exactly how big they get, because whole specimens are hardly ever
Well,
found.
that looks pretty big.
Some estimates suggest that the colossal squid, the largest living species
30
known
feet.
only from beaks found in sperm whale stomachs,
30
might
feet, come on.
weigh up to 1,500
What?
pounds.
And these things
reach
are around
33
right now.
33
in
feet.
length.
In our
33, I
ocean.
nailed
Wait,
that.
wait, are you serious?
Kraken-sized
For real.
proportions. But did such a beast once lurk in prehistoric waters?
It would have been way bigger.
Well, Professor Mark McMiniman of Mount Holyoke College in South Hadley,
We gotta meet him.
Massachusetts thinks so.
That dude knows
According
things.
to McMiniman, there could have been whopping 100-foot
Mix
squids in
cinnamon.
the early Triassic period.
100 feet long. That's bigger than
No.
that snake.
No.
That's
That's
twice as
3
big.
times the size of our
No.
house.
Our house?
Do you guys think, like, what about in a million years from now, people are like really tiny and they go back and get our fossils and they're like, dude, people a million years ago were 6 feet tall.
We've been getting taller, actually. We used to be a lot shorter, like a couple thousand years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so that is happening, but in the opposite way.
Yeah, we're
We're
getting
like,
taller.
"Ha, look how tiny these stupid people were back
That's
then.
because like when
Yeah.
we see a short person, we laugh like and then we don't.
Well,
No,
also,
I don't
the
do that.
Neanderthals and like early humans, they were only like 3 to 4 feet tall on average.
Wait,
Imagine
actually?
that. Yeah. They were just little midget people running around doing midget things.
No, they were like hobbits.
Pretty much, yeah. Think of a hobbit.
I think
but
they
with
were
giant heads.
They were just people at that point. If
Think about
if
Alec
everyone
and
was 3 to 5
Squish him
feet.
down.
Then wait,
Squish him.
so like a giant to them would be like a me.
Yeah, that would be like an app. Adam, you could probably take on like 5 Neanderthals.
Now they know how to fight though. They got spears and
Sure,
slingshots.
they're thick and hairy.
There have been whopping 100-foot squids in the early Triassic period that preyed on
That is
ichthyosaurs,
ridiculous.
which were school
Oh my
bus-sized
gosh, that shark
marine
is flipping out.
reptiles that looked a bit like modern-day
I would be
dolphins.
too.
McMiniman first presented the idea in 2011 at the annual meeting of the Geological Society of America in Minneapolis.
We gotta go next
He
year.
based his hypothesis on the bizarre discovery of 9 fossilized vertebrae from Ichthyosaurus in Nevada, arranged in linear patterns that he argues resembles that pattern of the sucker discs on cephalic tentacles. McMiniman referred to the fact that modern-day cephalopods are intelligent creatures, and that octopuses have been known to collect bones,
Oh my gosh, look at their
shells,
brain.
and rocks
It's
for their
huge.
dens. But other paleontologists
People say
aren't
I
so
resemble an
convinced,
octopus.
with some critics pointing to the lack of evidence that cephalopods actually stockpile their prey. Others have even accused McMiniman of simply reading the bones at the Nevada site like prehistoric tea leaves. But in 2013, McMiniman returned to the Nevada site
So
and
happy.
discovered another fossil. This time, a fragment that he thinks is the tip of a huge beak belonging to a Triassic
proved
kraken.
him wrong.
Unfortunately, the unidentified fossil is too fragmentary to prove the size of the cephalopod it may have belonged to. While there's certainly little evidence of a truly monstrous
would be
squid alive
crazy.
today, McMiniman's theory suggests that there is reason to believe that squid reached stupendous sizes in the distant past. And when we consider that only 5% of the vast ocean has been explored so far, it's entirely possible that something much bigger and
I'm not going
scarier
in the
Oh
ocean.
my
Not
gosh.
tell me that thing's in the
no.
ocean.
beyond
Nope. The ocean? I'm never going back. And if that already freaked you out, just wait until you see that there are actually animals that live in lava. You better not be laughing right now because I'm not kidding. There's actually animals that live in lava and we're about to check it out. So grab some popcorn, grab a comfy seat, and let's do it.
Unlike humans, animals can live in very tough terrain.
Polar
they live in
bears?
swamps, sewers, deserts, rainforests, and jungles. But one of the
there's a
most
polar bear in a
hardcore
volcano.
places you'll find
Volcanoes.
animals has to be inside volcanoes.
Wow.
You may think that anything living in a volcano would simply burn up in the lava, but that's not
logical.
the case.
What?
In fact, many creatures defy all
that a
logic
shark?
and
Yeah.
live inside these flaming lava
I don't know if I
pits.
believe that.
There's
Sharks
no
do
way.
not live in volcanoes.
Pyrrhococus furiosus.
All right, here's number
No,
one.
that's not a magic spell. Instead, it's a living microscopic organism. It's known as a hyperthermophile, which means it loves heat. These
What?
were aptly discovered in Volcano
It
Island
loves
in Italy.
Alec.
In order for these to live and thrive,
Okay.
they have to be in
That
boiling
looks like
hot
Alec.
temperatures.
I can't even lie.
It's kind of
Does
like
not
the
look like-
it's like the opposite of Stranger Things. You know how like the scary demon dude likes it cold.
Oh,
This guy likes it
right.
hot.
Yeah, but it's like really tiny. You can't even
But
see
it's
it.
not a scary demon thing. What does that have to do with Stranger Things at all?
I'm just saying, it looks scary. Look at that thing.
Alec, if it was bigger and maybe it had like dog-like features and could send you to a place called the Upside Down.
Exactly. The upside
Then
down
it's-
is nothing. The upside down is nothing compared to a flipping volcano. You will burn on
I
sight.
get it now.
Alec, get your head on straight, all right? Keep up.
I'm sorry, I didn't get
Listen,
that at first.
This is the least scariest animal that we'll see. It only gets scarier and scarier as we go along.
They
Okay.
can live from 70 to 130
He's really trying to scare
degrees
me.
centigrade, or 158 to 217 degrees Fahrenheit. What comes out of
is very
volcanoes
hot.
is very
Whoa.
nutrient-dense substances.
thing's
This
busted.
is a great food source for the animal.
They eat the
and There's
volcano?
also thought to be millions, if not
Yeah.
billions, of these things in
volcano
volcanoes.
looks really cool.
That's because every 37 minutes, the number of these doubles.
What?
This means it has population growth more than almost any other animal. These are currently being used by food scientists. They're making heat-resistant crops, which means that in countries with droughts, plants don't need that much water to grow.
Whoa,
That's crazy.
that's really cool.
That's a
Like
good idea.
science is like the craziest thing to me that you can do that.
Science is magic.
Science is magic.
Science is magic.
So maybe
Science
maybe
is magic.
Pyrrhococus furiosus is actually a spell.
Well said, Adam.
Heat resistance, Sperioke froyo,
Okay, we need to cut
right.
Adam from this channel.
froyo,
All right.
froyo, strawberry yogurt.
So this volcano-dwelling
Silencio!
creature may end
Play
up
the video.
saving millions of lives.
Shut up, yo!
Happy face spider.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope,
here we
nope,
go.
Skip this.
You may
Oh,
think
God.
that
Skip it.
I went.
Nope.
They're willing to
No,
live
no,
in
no,
this
we gotta watch it, we gotta watch it, we
It's
gotta watch
a
it.
Come
bite
on, bro, you know I'm scared of
Exactly.
spiders.
I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, we're
May end up
watching,
saving
we're watching.
millions of
Guys.
lives.
I also hate spiders.
Happy
all right.
face
It's
spider.
not.
But he's got a
Maybe
happy
it's a happy
face.
spider.
Yeah,
in your room.
it's a happy
There's
one.
nothing scarier than a spider. But what about a spider which can live in volcanoes? Well,
good.
that's exactly the
wait, it
situation
looks like it has a
for the
face.
happy face
Whoa.
spider from Hawaii. They're normally
Wait, guys.
I like that spider.
Wait, I figured something out. I think that's why it's called happy face spider.
Wait, why?
Because it
lives in a volcano.
No, because it has a happy face.
Right.
Can we
found in
Adam,
rainforests
you need to
where volcanoes are.
run things by us before you say them, because that was horrible. Our fans are gonna think like we have 2 brain cells. You cannot be saying things like
Well,
that.
3, including Jack.
Adam is a 4 brain cell human because I think he has four brain cells.
That was bad. That one was bad. But I do think you're right. It's just that was bad. All right, let's go.
you.
The
Almost
happy
sad face
face
spider.
spider from Hawaii. They're normally found in rainforests where volcanoes are. Some volcanoes have vegetation growing off the sides, and that's where you'll find
That's so
these
tiny.
smiley spiders.
Aw.
They can live in places where if you and I went to, we would burn
What is
up.
that dude doing?
However, if there was ever a volcanic eruption, these guys would be wiped out. It's safe to say their habitat is not the most secure in the world, but they're willing to live in this scary place because of the cooling lava. Many plants grow out of this cooling lava, which attracts the happy face spider.
Interesting.
These plants also attract flies, which is a great food source for the happy face spider.
like their face.
They normally hide on the back of leaves near the magma, waiting for flies to land, and then they trap them in webs. It's pretty ironic
Got
that
'em.
this ruthless and dangerous animal has a friendly
It
smile
even has
on its
eyebrows.
back. Sharks.
Oh my. Okay.
No,
this
sharks do
cannot
not
be
live in
true.
lava.
This cannot be true. There's no way.
What? What is
No.
this? There's
No.
no.
Maybe the sharks swim in like the ocean around where a lava like pool is formed or
And
something.
it's just really
like
hot
a volcanic
water?
eruption.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, because sharks like hot water. So maybe that's it. That's the only thing I can think
All right,
of.
let's see.
We've all seen the movie Sharknado. This is where natural disasters and sharks come together to create chaos in Los Angeles.
I've never seen that movie.
But that's just a movie, right? Well, not
not missing
necessarily.
much.
Sharks and natural disasters sometimes do team up. Remember, forms of sharks were around at the same time as dinosaurs.
Okay.
And the reason why they're still here today is because they are geniuses when it comes to adapting. According
Okay.
to Brennan Phillips, they can even adapt to volcanoes. A shark was found inside an active water volcano. These volcanoes are just as hot and dangerous as an above-ground volcano.
Bro.
The only difference is they're underground and can cause water spouts just like in Sharknado. Phillips and his team caught one
No.
of these on camera using a special device. They had to build this from scratch because the water was way too hot for them to go anywhere near. Inside the volcano, they also found some forms of crabs and sea snakes.
What?
They
Sea
also caught
snakes?
the third ever footage of the sleeper shark.
No.
This baffled experts, as sleeper sharks are never found in the Solomon Islands. where
baffling me
Phillips
right
was.
now.
Normally, they're found in Antarctica, Japan, and sometimes Tasmania. This meant this volcano sleeper shark was 2,000 miles away from where it normally is. I think it's safe to say sharks
What?
just got 10 times scarier.
That is insane.
Wait, what? No.
The water was so hot.
Dude, go back to the picture. I feel like they just put a filter over a normal picture of a shark, and then they
Right
just
here?
said that it was in a volcano.
No,
yeah,
dude.
I feel like they just made it orange.
They had to build a specialized camera so that it wouldn't melt. It's literally
I had to
boiling
build
hot
a
water.
specialized camera just for this video. You know? I
No,
could
you
just say
don't.
words.
No, you-
I could say words.
No, the regular camera, like a GoPro, would literally just burn. They had to build a
But
specialized camera.
you're just believing them.
Yes.
Yeah, but what Jack is saying is they didn't do that, and all they did was just put an orange filter
They just,
on top.
they just put a filter
And
on it.
said it
They
was
just put a
hot.
filter.
No, they did
I don't
not.
know
Why
who-
are you not a believer?
Who's this guy? This guy is dumb. Sharks cannot adapt to volcanoes. There's no way.
Yes, they can. He just said it. That's a fact.
Googling it.
Okay, the water was so hot that people can't even swim in it without dying. And the shark is just casually swimming around. That is terrifying.
Oh no, dude, they can survive volcanoes.
That's a fact.
Oh my god.
This is not good.
No.
Well, you
Well,
know,
it doesn't
you don't-
really matter.
Yeah, you don't
This
live
doesn't
in
affect
volcanoes
you at all.
anyway. Why are you upset?
I don't want
They
it.
just have superpowers. It's kind of
I'm
scary.
looking at video of a hammerhead shark living in a volcano.
Yes, dude, it's real.
No. No way. No
Jack
way.
just refuses to accept it.
Jack, it's on Google.
Sharks
It's
are
real.
already scary enough. Now I know that they can survive in a volcano.
Oh man.
I guess just stay away from volcanoes and you should be fine.
I gotta stay away from volcanoes, Alex's mom, and sharks.
These
My
sleeper
mom.
shark.
My
This
mom is pretty
baffled
hot.
experts
They're all dangerous.
as
I gotta say.
10 times scarier. Microorganisms. Microorganisms are found pretty much everywhere. From
Yeah.
the icy terrain of the
Wasn't
North
this number
Pole
one?
to the dry deserts
think it was
of
something else.
Death Valley. You can find microorganisms at places where normal animals and humans could never go. Microorganisms also exist at the deepest part of the ocean, Marianas Trench, and even near the Earth's core. But did you know they can also be found inside volcanoes as well? They can live in temperatures up to 96
Those are a bunch of
degrees
turds.
Celsius or 205 degrees Fahrenheit. One hotspot for microorganisms is the hot springs of Yellowstone National Park. If you went for a swim in there, then it would be like a human stew. You likely wouldn't make it, but microorganisms do live inside these volcanoes. This is a special microorganism named Clostridium
like my
paradoxum.
Alec, what's it called again?
Clostridium paradoxum.
That was pretty good.
They're able to not only
No,
survive,
stop, don't
but
say it.
thrive in heat because of the enzymes they have. Most human or animal DNA would actually unravel in this heat. Because of thousands of years of adaptation, these microorganisms now need the heat to survive. Much like the Pyrococcus from before, this is a thermophile.
I feel like he's making up
right
words.
now, scientists are using
He's
these to
saying
try
really
and
big
work
words. That
out
dude's
how
got a
we can
honker
survive
on
on
him.
other planets like Mars. Similar microorganisms have been found on the stratovolcano Lukliako. This area is thought to be the most Mars-like place on Earth. So these volcano-dwelling microorganisms may well be the key to helping us live on the red planet one
That's
day.
interesting.
Well, I
Sixth
was thinking
grade.
that earlier. Isn't Mars pretty much like a bunch of volcanoes, essentially? And doesn't that mean that there should be
What?
like microorganisms living there?
Wait, there's volcanoes on Mars?
Maybe not, but it's like really dry and hot. It's like really dry and hot, which is what.
It's like
no
it's like a
volcanoes,
desert.
dude.
Yeah, but volcanoes are hot and wet, not hot and dry.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure by
Volcanoes are
definition
wet.
it's molten liquid lava.
Yes, it's a liquid, dude.
Mars has no active volcanoes, so.
All right. I
Yeah.
don't
We
know
knew
why
this.
you're
That was
thinking.
not where
Why
the
are you
Google
allowed
search
to
was.
breathe?
Wait,
Wait, guys,
maybe, I don't know.
guys, do you see this next one? A flipping stingray. A six-gilled
Six
stingray.
gills. It literally, yeah, dude, that's crazier than the 5-gill stingray.
This stingray is also known as
That
big
the
old
golden
nose.
elephant.
Yo!
But these have been found inside active
How?
volcanoes.
Is
This
it the ones
in
underground
volcano
again?
hotspot
Or in the
of
ocean?
world, Papua New Guinea. Crabs, fish, and shark forms were also found in these volcanoes.
Okay, so it's
and
the
right
same
now
spot.
It's actually unknown as to how these survive in such
Wow. How do they
terrible
survive?
environments.
That's crazy.
They
The
look like
waters are so
aliens.
murky because of the smoke they can barely see. There's also boiling and toxic fumes. And the fact
Okay, why would they like choose to live there though? Seriously, can they just swim out?
Well, it
No, but
probably.
it's warm there.
And it probably feels good to them. Like when they go out into the regular water, they're probably like, oh my god, this
They're
is
like
so
freezing
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're feeling cold outside and then you get into a nice jacuzzi.
I just put like
you
a
sit
jacket
in
on.
there. You know, no, but you want to get wet and wild, so you get your body in a jacuzzi and you cook yourself up like a tea bag.
What?
You've never been in a jacuzzi?
I never heard you combine the words wet and wild.
Yeah.
We're seeing
all
a
we're
different
trying to
side
do.
of Jack and these react.
I'm getting so scared. I don't know what to say.
Jack seems like he really wants to hop in this water with this stingray, get a little wet and wild.
I just want to see what it feels like.
fact that the water's so hot here, it may as well be in a stingray suit. If you swam down here, you wouldn't even be able to see the hands in front of your face.
Wow.
But somehow the 6-gill stingray is able to live here and also hunt and give birth too. That's right, even baby
Ew.
6-gill stingrays can survive
It's kinda
the
cute.
heat of
It does
underwater
look pretty
volcanoes.
cute. Oh, look at his
Of
little
course, in
feet.
these waters, they don't have many predators because no one wants to go.
Oh, that's why
But
then.
they're
No
also
predators.
some of the
Good
most
idea.
acidic waters
That's why
on
I go into
planet
the jacuzzi.
Earth. Pink
There's for sure predators in the jacuzzi. You need to watch out.
If I'm in with Alec, there is a predator in there for sure.
All right, dude. Oh my gosh.
Wait, look at this next one. It's a pink
Oh,
slug.
slug.
Pink slug!
Okay, that's not surviving in lava. There's no way.
bug. This
Whoa.
creature is also known
That
as
thing has
the
to be
hot
so
pink
poisonous.
slug
It looks
or
like a
the neon
croissant.
pink
I wonder how it got its name Pink Slug.
It actually, no, it kind of looks like a heart a little bit.
No, it looks like a croissant.
No.
A lot, dude. It totally does.
It's
the
pink.
back
How
of
about
it.
we agree
To disagree.
They look like both.
Okay,
No.
sure.
Some say it looks like a flaming hot Cheeto.
Oh, wait.
Or a
Oh
baby
wow!
said it was different.
Wow, you guys just got owned, dude.
No, but it kind of looks like a kidney now.
Yeah, or liver.
It does not look like a
Or like
Cheeto. You
guys,
just made
no,
that
no,
up.
No, it looks like a croissant.
It does not look like a Cheeto.
Well, it doesn't really look like a croissant anymore. In the last picture, it did.
Kind of looks like a boomerang.
I think it kind of looks like a booger.
I would
to
say
life.
like a pink
But you
slug. It
can
looks
actually
like.
find these in Sydney, Australia. These slugs often live on the sides of volcanoes.
they're weird.
Why?
These came into existence 17 million years ago. This
my
was when a
gosh.
massive volcanic eruption in Australia decimated the area. Only super adaptable animals like
Ew.
the pink slug could survive. And some biologists
It looks pretty
say
cool.
that
That thing's
pink
big.
slugs could have
it
been
looks like
around
sushi.
for
You think
it tastes good?
180
Or
million
sashimi.
years. But sadly, these pink slugs may soon be extinct.
Would you eat that raw?
Australia has been getting
Ew.
much hotter recently, and this dries
That's
out
gross.
the slug's natural moist habitat. And right
It
now,
does
many are
look
trying to get
moist.
these listed as an endangered animal.
No,
it would be pretty
get rid of
ironic
them.
if these went extinct after 180 million years.
Seriously.
And all because the temperature rose, even when they live near volcanoes.
Yeah, that's weird.
Bosavi woolly rat.
What? A rat?
Rats live in
What?
very bad
No
conditions.
way.
For example, sewers in New York. But in Papua New Guinea, you can find giant
Who's this guy?
I don't know, but he's
That
really
is
eyeing that rat
world-renowned
out.
volcano rat explorer.
I think he's looking at
Bon
lunch.
Jovi.
He's looking at some lunch.
Why is he looking at it from that angle, though?
I don't know. Why would he?
He's
Whoever
studying
made
it.
this video, why would they pull this image? Like, this is such a random image
Guys,
of a rat.
he's the rat scientist of the world.
You think,
He studies
you think
volcanoes
that's
and
the guy
rats.
that made the video?
No, definitely not.
Big rat guy.
No way.
rats
kinda sad.
inside volcanoes. These woolly rats are the size of a house cat. These
What?
creepy creatures like volcanoes because of the volcanically fertilized
So it's a
vegetation.
Godzilla rat.
Polycant worm.
That was it? Just that one scary, terrifying photo?
They just glimpsed
Look
over
at
the
that thing!
rat, and I need more information.
guys
on
seeing
the rat,
this?
guys? I don't know about
No.
you.
They said it's the size of a house cat.
Bro.
That is the biggest rat ever.
This thing is
Wow.
terrifying. Look at that.
That is
I don't know. I've seen
crazy.
some pretty big rats in Washington D.C.
No way it's that big. Wait, as big as a house cat.
Yeah, honestly, I've seen rats as big as a house cat.
That is insane.
Wait,
It's
that is
horrifying.
crazy.
Because of the volcanically
I ran. I
fertilized
screamed.
vegetation. Polycant worm. These
What
are
is-
also known
Ew.
as predator worms.
Wow.
That's because these hunter rainbow
Ew.
worms eat many insects.
That looks
it's also one
alien.
of the toughest creatures in the world. It lives in volcanic
Nah, that's
waters,
Alec,
which
for
would
sure.
cook me or you. They've lasted through
Got 'em.
5 mass extinctions over
Nah,
the course
they
of
said he's the
500
the
million
toughest
years.
creature. That's Alec.
These guys also have to avoid other giant creatures which live near them.
Oh, that's also Alec.
Volcano rabbit.
No, there's not a rabbit. that looks
dude,
like-
this dude is
No.
speed
Rabbits
running.
weigh about 1 pound and are the second smallest
1 pound
rabbit
rabbits?
species on Earth. They live only in Mexico around 4 volcanoes guarding Mexico City. They
okay.
like living at high altitudes. And they live off the volcanically produced, nutrient-rich vegetation.
So they don't actually live in a volcano. They just live around some volcanoes. That
That
doesn't
one-
even count.
yeah,
I'm
that
Xing
one's-
that one. I'm Xing
That
that
one's
one.
cap. That one's
Yeah,
cap.
I know.
He's
It's like
capping.
living in the outskirts of the city and then saying you actually live in the city.
Right,
it's not
right, right.
actual.
Yeah, we don't do that.
No.
Loihi shrimp. What is that? Shrimp live in the
I don't
ocean.
know, but I want to eat it.
Lohi shrimp.
It's cooked shrimp, so you
can
don't even
find
have to
these near
fry it
the
up.
northern Mariana Islands off the coast of Guam. If you go there, there's a gigantic volcano which is 12 stories tall. All around the edge of this volcano are bodies of animals who went too close. But one animal that can live here is the Lohi shrimp. They live here so that...
Didn't that look sour? Wait, you guys see that?
But one animal...
Doesn't that look like a
It does
sour
look
candy
sour.
if you lick
Yeah,
that
a little
thing?
bit. Yeah, dude, looks
There's a
bitter.
bunch of
I got
citric
like
acid on it.
watery mouth.
I'll still eat it.
I got watery mouth looking at it.
That's a new coin term by Dirt Boy.
Write it down.
that can live here is the Lohi shrimp. They live here so that no predators can get to them. They live and thrive in the bacteria-rich waters.
so scared.
And creepily, they feed off of all of the
Ew.
other animals which
That's
the
gross.
volcano takes out.
what are we
But
looking
now
at?
it's
I don't
time to
even
make
know.
your voice heard. Comment below which was the scariest animal that lives in volcano.
Ooh, okay, luckily for me and hopefully for you, I don't live anywhere near lava, so I won't have to be dealing with any of those animals. But this video does make me curious about other terrifying animals, which is why now we're checking out the top 20 most terrifying animals of all time.
Pelagornis sandersi.
Number 1, this looks like a flying seagull with murderous teeth. And
Okay,
that
but
is
what's it called?
actually the Pelagornis sandersi.
Yeah, that was,
bad.
This
That sounded
is what
pretty good,
scientists
actually. That was
believe to
convincing.
be the largest flying bird that ever existed. It has
Ever?
a wingspan of up to 24 feet.
That's
These
like bigger than a
birds were
plane.
most commonly found over the
24
ocean.
feet?
They
It
got
has
around
teeth.
by jumping off
How could that even
cliffs and
fly?
Is that not a pterodactyl?
I think
No,
it
it's
is.
not. It's not a pterodactyl because it looks like a seagull.
It
no,
has
it's way
teeth.
bigger than a pterodactyl.
Wait, this was around when people were around?
No, I hope not.
Bro, I think it was.
allowing the wind currents to take
just
them
saying
and
that.
keep them in flight. Number 2.
Guys, that was only number 1. It's pretty terrifying. You won't even imagine what number 20 is going to be.
Well, what's number 2, Adam?
Number 2, we have a tiny insect. It's actually a giant centipede. It's called the Euphemoria bear.
This creature is very similar to the modern centipede that we
It
see.
looks
today.
kinda tiny.
The only difference
That looks
is that
hu- how's
this
that
creature
tiny? That looks
is
huge.
over 3 feet long. The centipedes of today prey
What
on
is that
birds,
picture?
bats,
I
while
can't
it
even
is
tell
not
what's
known
happening.
What the Euphoberia
3
ate,
feet?
however, considering its size, there are many things.
Is that a shark in its claws right now?
I think so.
No,
That's
no,
at least
it's
a
only
fish.
3 feet. There's no way.
I mean, maybe it's a tiny fish that,
That actually
resembles a
existed on
shark.
Earth. Yeah, I don't
that
think that's a
these
shark.
creatures would have been capable of feasting on.
Bro, okay, imagine right now a 3-foot-long bug coming out your butt.
Why is it coming out of
Why
my
is it coming out of my
butt?
butt, Adam?
Why did you just snort at me? Adam, are you okay,
You know
dude?
what? I'm imagining it, and it's not so bad, Jack. It's really not so bad.
There's centipedes that get into your system and then make you have worms or something. That's where I went.
Does that happen?
Thank
that
God these
Bigfoot?
don't exist, because if I had to poop out a 3-foot-long centipede, that would be like top 3 biggest poops I ever had.
I mean, let's be honest. We're pooping out bigger things than that right now. So, like, think about after Chipotle. Thicker, at least.
Smellier.
How are we 5 minutes into the recording and we're only 1 minute into this video?
I don't know. Next up is
right.
Bigfoot.
Gigantopithecus. This creature lived around 9 million
That's the- yeah,
years
that is
ago
Bigfoot.
around Asia. This
actually
creature is
existed?
what scientists believe
like
to be
Harambe.
the largest ape
The
on
largest ape on
They can
Earth.
grow up to 10
Bigfoot, bro.
feet.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
bro.
dude.
He's got human eyes. Dude, that's just a person in that costume.
I don't wanna
I
say
swear.
this, but-
Gigantopithecus.
Okay, imagine Alec right now if he never shaved his beard or hair.
Come on.
Honestly, and if he spent too much time out in the sun, maybe I could see it.
Bro. Okay, sorry. I
That
just had
is
to say
one
that. I didn't
hairy
mean it, Alec,
gorilla.
I'm just kidding.
That is a hairy gorilla.
That's 9
and there's
feet
also
tall. Sign that man to the NBA right now.
tall, and they
Gigantopithecus.
could weigh up to 1,200 pounds.
Just put Alec's face
they
on
are
there.
believed to have walked on all fours the way that modern gorillas or chimpanzees
Where'd they
do.
find this photo?
Some scientists believe that they walked with a bipedal or human-like locomotion.
Really?
There's not actual proof of
Chewbacca.
Okay, right there.
What if Chewbacca?
It was
in
bigger than
here?
Chewbacca.
Bro.
Way
Wow.
bigger than But why are they using Chewbacca as a size of it's like we know how big Chewbacca is?
I mean, everybody knows Chewbacca. Dude, it's almost as big as King Kong. That's
No, it's
crazy.
not. It's
No,
like half
it's
as
not.
big.
Come on.
Do you guys
That's not
see
even
that?
close.
It's not
It's
even
literally like
close.
half the size.
No, you're ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
Who is
not
correct.
close.
the way the animals'
that's closer
teeth
than
and
we
jaws
are.
are constructed. They were able to chew very
he's
tough
got a
and
big
fibrous foods by crushing, cutting, or grinding it
Why
down.
is that the picture they went
These
with?
creatures were likely
Whoa.
not a creature that you would
Ew.
want to happen upon
dude
in the
needs
jungle.
braces.
He needs braces.
Number
Jakes.
4.
That was a chicken wing.
Androsarchus.
Number 4, we got the Andrew Sarkis.
Scientists believe
Sounds
that
like a
these animals
politician.
existed between 36 and 45 million years ago. They were a giant
Oh
carnivorous
my gosh,
mammal.
dude.
Based
His
on-
head is way bigger than the rest of his body.
That
What?
thing cannot be real.
I don't want to make another Alec joke, but I feel like I have.
Literally every single thing that's popped up has been a me joke.
I don't want to do this, Alec.
These are
I hate
absolutely-
doing it. I literally
these are
hate
insane
doing it.
creatures.
But it's right there. I have to.
All right, do it then. What's the joke?
Wait, what?
What's the joke? You didn't say the joke.
Jack, what is he talking about?
I don't know, dude. I'm just looking at this creature right now.
Yeah, what? We're doing a 20 terrifying animals you're glad are extinct, Alec.
Yeah, but you said every single animal you make a joke about me with, and you hate doing it, but then you didn't do it.
Are you dreaming? Okay,
Yeah,
let's
no,
go
this-
back to this
this
video.
doesn't
You're
look
clearly
anything like
in a different
Alec.
universe right now.
Skull and several of the animal's bones that were found. Scientists believe that this animal
Oh gosh, is that
weighed
a
up
rhino?
to 4,000 pounds. They also believe
Oh
that
my
this
God.
animal was
Ew.
the largest land-dwelling mammal ever. Scientists don't really understand the behavioral patterns of the animal. However, they believe
Oh my
that they
gosh.
might have been omnivores or scavengers.
That is
Number
huge.
5.
No.
We got the, oh gosh, it's a giant scorpion, also known as the Pulmonoscorpius.
Pulmonoscorpius.
Let's go, Adam.
This is one of the
Almost
most
got that.
frightening creatures that ever existed. Its name means breathing scorpion. It is
Okay.
believed
I hope it
that
breathes.
this creature lived between 330 and 345 million years ago.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
cow.
Fossils from this
Good.
animal were found in Scotland.
What? That thing's
and
huge.
Scientists believe that it could grow up to 30
Ew.
inches long.
That's way too
Fortunately,
big.
Guy's
this
nipples
creature
out.
wasn't very dangerous to humans. Scientists believe that it fed mainly on tetrapods and arthropods. Number 6.
That was crazy. All right, at number 6, we got the Megalolania.
Megalania.
I think that's just a Komodo dragon.
Megalania is
It's
a
a
giant
giant-
lizard.
I
that
think it might be
lived
even bigger
around
than the Komodo
30,000
dragon.
years ago. Scientists believe that it is native
Ew,
to
it's
southern
drooling.
Australia. This means that the
Whoa.
first settlers in Australia
That's bigger than a crocodile.
That image is terrifying.
I feel like a child drew that though. Let's be honest. Look at its legs.
Look at its face.
That's me whenever I try to draw an elephant. It looks
Wait,
like
its
that.
tail is bigger than the rest of its body. What?
That's how it works.
So really, that thing's only 3 feet. Oh, 3 meters, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a little
wow.
bit bigger than
I
that.
thought it was feet.
Yeah, that is bigger than I thought.
may have had a few run-ins with this lizard. If someone did, It could have been extremely terrifying, as they likely grew to be as long as 25 feet. If this is correct, the Megalania would be the largest terrestrial lizard to have ever existed.
That thing is
Number
jacked.
7.
Oh, we saw this thing before, I think.
It's the helicapper.
This is like the craziest shark to ever exist.
Is it?
Like,
What about the
model? The model of it. Whoever like 3D sculpted this thing was very creative.
It's obviously British. Look at those teeth.
No wonder it didn't survive. Its mouth is always open. It can't stop eating.
Helicoprion. This prehistorical creature lived between 250 and 310 million years ago. This creature resembles the shark, but it has a terrifying mouth. Its teeth were arranged in spiral clusters called tooth whorls. They can grow up to 13 feet long, making them a creature
Does
that
any
you would
other
never
creature
have wanted
today
to run
have
into.
anything similar to that? Like, is that still around?
It kind of looks like an octopus or a snail shell.
Kind
I was
of,
also
yeah, a
thinking
little
snail
bit.
shell. I don't know how you got octopus, but I do
It's
agree
so
with snail
spiky.
shell.
While scuba diving, the very appearance of the shark alone is enough to make you drop from a heart attack. Number 8.
Okay, so I'm not going in the ocean anymore. Number 8, we got the Entelodon.
Entelodon.
Why is it
This
Italian?
prehistoric creature was very strange looking. It
Ew,
was a
looks like
pig-like
Pumo from
mammal
Lion King.
and had
He
a
does not
very
hit legs.
major appetite for meat, even though it was standing
Okay.
on all fours.
They
it
did him
was
dirty with
still
that picture.
as
Again, I hate doing this. It kills me inside that I have to bring up Alec again, bro. But come on, man.
They caught him off guard in that picture, I will say. Like, he was not cheesing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a picture.
It's not a photo. They're extinct,
Guys,
Alec.
it's
Alec,
a
they didn't
joke.
even invent cameras back
I
then.
was
Alec,
making a
The camera
joke.
wasn't invented till 1814.
I was making a joke.
Alec, that's obviously not a picture.
Clearly, it's a drawing. Would you like to leave?
tall as a man. It was one of the most monstrous-looking creatures.
Wow,
to
look at
have
that photo,
ever
Alec.
existed.
They probably took that one too.
Scientists believe
Another
that this
great
animal
photo,
was
Alec.
also
They used an X-ray
cannibalistic.
filter on that one.
If they could not find prey, they would
Nice
prey
little Snapchat
on each
filter.
other. This makes them very unique.
That might be the
and
ugliest
even
creature I've ever
scary.
That's
seen.
disgusting.
Number 9.
What about this thing?
And also that thing too.
Ew, it's kind of got the similar teeth-looking
Yeah,
mouth as the
dude.
other shark, dude.
That's
Is that a shrimp?
crazy.
It's a
It's doing
Animalosaurus.
It kind of has almost a similar mouth to that shark that we just saw.
Doesn't even swim. That's what I just said,
Animalocaris. This sea creature was native
I
to
already
the
said that.
Cambrian seas. Its name means abnormal shrimp, and it was closely related to ancestral
It honestly looks like
arthropods.
something I would make in
According to
Spore.
scientists, it was a predator that fed mostly on hard-bodied sea creatures. They were easily able
The
to
shrimp's
spot
getting at
their
it.
prey because they had 30,000 lenses in each eye.
What?
They had the most advanced
What?
eyesight of any species
Dude, that
or
thing could see
creature
in
to
4
ever
dimensions.
exist.
Is that not just a golf ball?
How does that like work in the brain? You know, like I don't know how my brain would function if I could see 1,000 different sights.
How many things
Like
do
right
you
now, I
see,
see
Alex?
2 sights,
You can see too.
but like that he sees 10,000.
Well,
how
you
does
only
that
see
work?
Maybe
one,
it's like a
really.
fly.
Because your 2 eyes, like your brain makes them see one thing. So I'm
Okay,
guessing
but
that
what
all
would it
their
look
eyes
like?
works with their brain to only see one image.
They're
just
all
like a 360
connected
view.
But how does
together.
that work?
I don't
It's
know.
probably more. It's probably more like sensors. Like they probably just sense things in the water, kind of like sharks do.
No, sharks have terrible eyesight.
I know, but they use their
They're
senses.
nothing like sharks. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm pretty sure they're like sharks.
Wait, sharks have eyeballs though.
They
do.
have terrible sight.
These-
Sharks are pretty
these
much
guys
blind.
have eyeballs
They use
as
their
well.
sense of smell. Jack is just saying words that has nothing to do with this guy.
But what do you think that they see? They probably
That's
can't
what
even
I'm
see
saying.
that
What do they
great.
see?
Because it's underwater, right? So you can't really see that great
That's
underwater
two
as
separate
is.
senses. How are you saying that these are like sharks when sharks can barely see?
No, I'm just saying that they're probably like more sensors than eyeballs. Like they probably aren't used for sight as much as they are to sense.
I'm sick of this.
Number 10. Meganura. It is believed
Meganura.
that this creature
giant
lived during
dragonfly.
the Carboniferous period. It resembles
That thing
the
looks like a
dragonflies
Pokemon.
that we
Way.
see today.
Imagine that thing just
However, it
picking you
was
up and
quite
flying
a bit
away.
larger. It had a
Looks like
wingspan of up to
Beedrill.
26 inches. It is considered
gosh.
one of the
26
largest
inches.
species of flying insects to
Over
ever
2
live
feet.
on Earth.
I don't like
If
it.
you were to see this creature today, you wouldn't need to worry.
It has a diet that consists of small amphibians and other
We're
insects.
chilling.
Yeah, but I don't understand that argument because bees don't eat people, but I'm still terrified of bees.
Exactly. They still sting. They still hurt.
Exactly, dude.
So bad.
If I got near that thing's
so
nest, dude, yeah, that thing would probably murder me. I don't care if it eats me. It's probably gonna hurt me though.
Did a bee sting your nose recently, Adam? Or is that just how it is?
It stung it when he was younger, and then it permanently blew up. True story.
Number 11, Atercopus. This was a
I don't
relatively
even see anything.
frightening-looking creature. It resembled a spider and had a tail that resembled scorpions. For many years, scientists believed that this was the prehistoric ancestor of the modern spider. When
photos are
scientists
nasty.
discovered
Okay,
the fossil,
no,
they
I don't
started
like that.
That's the Demogorgon.
That is Vecna.
No, I mean that's the Mind Flayer.
to rethink their original ideas. They believe now that while this creature didn't spin webs, it may have used silk to wrap its eggs until they hatched. They also believe that this creature lived underground and burrowed walls to build their homes.
Really?
That's good.
Number 12.
I live on the land.
Dinosuchus. This is a
Dinosuchus.
terrifying creature that was related to the modern crocodile and
That sounds like if someone turned a dinosaur into like a sauce, right?
Dinosuchus.
Like I'm gonna have some chicken with Dinosuchus on top. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Okay,
sorry,
well,
my-
it's
my
not
bad.
sauce. It was a giant crocodile that ate T-Rexes, apparently.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if they cook that up, put in a little sauce, I would have some Dinosuchus on everything.
I believe
We
you.
can make it.
they are believed to have lived
Oh
between
my gosh,
73
bro.
and
That'd be a
thing
lot of
is
sauce.
big.
Dude,
Years ago.
Dude is
That is-
big.
While the creature looked just like today's species, they were much larger. They could grow up to 40 feet long and over
way.
1,000 pounds. What
No,
made the
dude.
creatures even more terrifying
I'm good.
is that it had very
already terrified of
large,
baby
sharp
crocodiles.
teeth, and it was capable of killing and eating sea turtles.
Oh my
and
God.
even
Dude,
large
his
dinosaurs.
belly's too big for him to
It
walk.
could eat large dinosaurs.
I can't even imagine that thing ever existing on planet Earth. We walked the same land that thing walked
Isn't
on.
it crazy though that like we walk the same land as crocodiles?
It's crazy that we walked
It's
the
just like
same land as
baby
crocodiles.
Duckosauruses.
It's honestly like baby Duckosauruses if you think about it.
I'm never leaving my house.
Number 13, Dunkleosteus.
What?
Bro, they're just naming sauces now.
This the late Devonian period, between
Whoa.
360
It's
and
got, like, razor
380
blades.
million
I
years ago.
would eat that.
looks like a
It
metal
was a
titan.
hyper
I'd probably eat that.
fish. What made this creature so terrifying is its amazing size. It could grow to be 33 feet and could
Isn't that just a coelacanth?
Did you hear how tall it could be?
33
How much?
feet?
33 feet.
That's how long it is.
If it was 33 feet tall, bro, holy smokes.
That'd be
weigh
pretty tall.
close to 4 tons. It was a heavily armored fish, and it was a very strong swimmer. At the time, it was a very fierce predator.
Yo!
Just the size of its mouth alone
No.
made it able to suck its predators in.
It's kind of strange that it has a beak for a mouth
It
and
could
it's a
suck
fish.
its predators in a hole.
Yeah, it seems like it would be really good at sucking, right? Because it doesn't really have like shark teeth or like normal teeth. It kind of just has like a giant buck beef.
It's
I'd like
that
to
could
test
just
that.
suck
I don't think it
things
could suck.
in.
I don't think it could suck Adam hole.
Probably
it could
not,
get me whole.
It probably
honestly.
couldn't fit.
I'm
It could
about
probably
2 meters
get
tall.
him. It could probably get Adam
I
in
am a
2
2-meter
sucks.
human.
That is tough to suck Adam whole.
Dude, I'm sure it is.
Wait, what? Why do you guys have so much insider information?
I'm just assuming here,
All right, let's see the next sauce.
based on your foot size.
Okay, you know what? I'm sick of it.
Number 14, Spinosaurus.
That's a
This is
T-Rex.
actually the
This
most terrifying
was
creature
bigger
ever.
than the
That's
T-Rex,
my opinion.
The most
Whoa,
well-known
what's that
and
bone
feared
coming out of his
dinosaur.
butt?
It was a carnivorous
Did you guys see
dinosaur.
that?
It
and
looks like
could
it's
grow
always
to
trying
be
to give somebody a hug.
59 feet tall and weigh.
Look, isn't this like? Remember when you guys were little and like your grandma would come in to visit? Like, you want some hug?
She's going in for tickles. No, he got the tickle fingers. Yeah. He's coming in.
I'm gonna touch you.
She's gonna murder you.
Imagine this thing coming into your room at night.
I would let it.
Dude.
I would let it.
I'd let it tickle me.
You. What do you mean you're gonna let it? You can't even stop it. What are you talking about? It's
I could-
40 feet long.
I could stop it if I wanted to stop it.
Yeah.
That thing would do whatever it wanted to you. Whatever it wanted.
Please stop. And then it stops.
10 tons. This creature ate fish, turtles, and other dinosaurs. If this creature were
Wow.
still alive today,
chances are the human population
throwing that
would
thing back.
become extinct.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that. We would not become extinct if that
would
thing
not-
still
I agree.
existed.
Look, ready?
Bro, we would. Yeah, what are we talking about?
Dunzo,
We
baby.
literally we have nuclear bombs, dude.
And tanks.
Yeah, and tanks.
Fighter jets.
We have Alex's mom, dude. She could take at least one of those things down.
I mean, if we threw
I'll
her
take that
out,
as a compliment.
that dinosaur would be fed for weeks.
Dude, but honestly, if Smilodons were around, we'd probably be extinct.
Let's find out why.
Smilodon. This creature lived in North and South America
It's just a
around
saber-tooth tiger.
2.5
Oh,
million
it's
years ago.
the guy from Ice
It
Age,
lived
Dakota.
during the Pleistocene epoch period.
Diego.
It is the best
Diego.
known example of the saber-toothed cat. It had extremely large and
Oh, they
sharp
kinda look
upper
cute.
canines,
Of the-
which made
the
it
big
very
teeth.
easy to catch and
You can get it like when they bite, they just chomp into their neck and then they're paralyzed.
Oh, so it's like too many swords. I
That's
see.
that's why you have like that big tooth. It used to be longer when we were older.
Atoms are long.
Yeah,
These still
yeah.
are long.
Yeah, the longer they are, I'm pretty sure the more Neanderthal you have in you.
Oh, I can see
prey.
that.
It
I can
had
see
very
that being the case.
well-developed forelimbs and could weigh as much as 900 pounds. It is the last
900
thing
pounds?
you
That's
would
like
want
two
to happen
Alex.
upon if you were walking through a field.
That thing is scary.
Number 16, Quetzalcoatlus.
Ew. Oh my
Adam,
gosh,
what's
wait,
that
that's a
called?
full-grown dinosaur in its mouth. What?
No way.
What? How big is
It's
this
gotta
thing?
be a baby. It's gotta be a baby.
Yeah, that has to be a baby
Oh
dinosaur.
my gosh, if that's a full-grown one, these dudes were like 80 feet tall.
Coatless.
Adam,
This
the
creature
video
was
glitched
one of
out
the
again.
largest
What is this
creatures-
called? What's the dinosaur called?
Quackidicotus?
with a wingspan of up to 40 feet. The size and mass of the birds were extremely huge. There was no creature that shared a similar size or body plan back then, and there is still
Body
no
plan.
other creature that shares it today.
It's so
Of all its
hairy.
unusual characteristics, its long, very stiff neck made it the most unique. Number 17, hallucigenia.
Ooh, I think we saw this one before
Scientists
too.
What even is this
decided
thing
on
again?
the name hallucigenia because the creatures
It's
are
super
so
small.
strange and they look like something from a dream, almost like a hallucination. It was a worm-like creature which was around 2 inches long. Its head did not have
pretty big.
any sensory organs like nose or eyes. It has testicles on each side of its body.
Sick.
Sets of tentacles behind the testicles. Number 18.
Tentacles.
Why
Short-faced
they gotta
bear.
include that?
This bear could be found in North America during the Pleistocene period around
isn't even that bear.
11,000 years ago. He is the most recent
Wait,
creature
what did you just say? This isn't even that bear?
It's not even that bad. But
on
the
our
dude
list.
said bear.
His size showed that he truly was prehistoric. When standing on his hind legs, he could be 12 feet tall. His arms could reach out to 14 vertical feet. The weight estimation of this bear is over 3,000
Why'd they pull an
pounds.
image from World of
Number
Warcraft?
19, Titanoboa.
Here we go.
This
Titanoboa.
It's the
horrifying
big
creature
dog here.
lived between 58 and 60 million years ago.
Oh,
It is
no.
the longest.
Holy
Is that a
cow.
real? No, is that a real fossil?
That
think
is
it is.
Widowy Wheel.
I think
Where
that's-
is that?
I would like to Gwitty on that
Guys,
fossil.
if this video gets 30,000 likes, we will take a picture next to this skeleton right here. We'll find it in real life, and we'll go there, and we'll steal
If
it.
it exists, comment down below where we have to go to find that thing.
If this video gets 100,000 likes, I'll steal a piece, and I'll eat it.
Snake to ever be discovered.
And then I'll...
Scientists
Put Alec
believe
in a
that this
chokehold.
snake could grow up to 42 feet and weigh over 2,500 pounds. It had the ability to crush and devour giant
Humans are
crocodiles
so
and
small.
That just looks like a chart of a bunch of turds.
That is a long turd.
subscribe for more.
Oh, wait. Yo.
Okay, thank God that the Titanoboa is extinct or we'd all be cooked. We're not done checking out animals though, because now we're looking at 20 mythical creatures that actually existed in real life. Comment down below if you knew about any of these, and let's do it.
Dire wolves.
Apparently. Look at that thing, it's huge!
Not just a thing
Wow.
of fantasy, dire wolves are a breed of extinct canine. They're one of the most famous prehistoric carnivores of North America, along with their contemporary competitor, Slimodon. They were an incredible
Slimodon.
predator, measuring
I think that's a
nearly
saber-tooth.
2
There's
feet
no
from
way
head
it
to
was
tail
that big.
and weighing
Whoa.
150 to
Okay,
200
that's not 5
pounds.
feet.
They were
So
about
it was like the size of a
25%
small
bigger
bear.
than most giant dogs alive today, and 25% heavier than the most enormous gray wolves.
Whoa.
Wait, it's only 25% heavier, so it's not that much bigger.
Not that
It's
much
like
bigger, but still,
25% bigger.
imagine a 200-pound dog walking around the
That's true.
the face of the
Wolves
planet
are
Earth.
scary right now, and they exist right
Yeah,
now.
right.
They
There's
are.
bigger versions of them.
Right.
That's crazy.
Seriously.
Let's see the next one.
Griffins.
Griffins.
I don't
No.
believe this one.
No way.
Stuff of legends. Griffins are said to be a creature with a lion's body and an eagle's head and wings.
This has
While
to be
what
just
we
No
know
way
as
that
a
was-
griffin
yeah,
might
that's not real, no
exist,
way.
Not explicitly. There are similar creatures out there that may have led ancient people to this understandable conclusion. Scythian nomads mining gold in Central Asia as of the first millennium BC told stories of the fierce eagle-beaked, lion-sized griffin that wandered in the mines,
But
guarding
what was
the
it
gold.
actually?
Instead, these miners may have found
Oh, wow.
skeletons of the Proceratops dinosaur.
Oh, what the
That
hell?
is not even close.
That's a little bit different.
Dinosaurs, including Tyrannosauratops and
That is totally different. They
Sinoceratops,
don't
were
have
found in the
wings.
same mines.
Oh
These
my
creatures all
gosh.
had a different neck shield, and the
Yeah, but how did they figure
Proceratops
out
had
if they
a
had
bird-like
wings?
beak.
Oh, the beak.
However,
I
it was
see.
all about the size of a sheep. The Tyrannoceratops were similar, with the distinct difference
That thing
being the
is
size
colorful.
and its two front horns. In contrast, the Sinoceratops had just one horn on the front and was roughly the size of an elephant. While it's not as exciting as a lion-bodied eagle creature, this is pretty consistent with most depictions of griffins throughout history and cultures, meaning the chances are this is the actual creature behind the myth.
Whoa, that would be crazy if that thing was real.
That's stupid. So pretty much a griffin in real life is just a fat elephant that has an eagle's beak.
And it couldn't even fly.
Well, no dog can fly. It was as big as an elephant. It's not no Dumbo.
It's still cool though. It said a lot of different civilizations said it was real. So if they're all saying it's real, it's got to be real.
You never
Has to
actually
be.
know, but their brains were tinier back then. That creature was pretty cool, but this next one, I don't think you guys are gonna believe.
I think I'm going to.
Camel leopard.
The giraffe.
What?
A camel.
Wait,
I
it's a
thought it
giraffe
said
leopard.
camel leopard.
The camel leopard
Wait,
is actually
what?
a real but misidentified creature. They were considered
What?
monsters,
Dude,
camel
what?
and leopard hybrid.
A
and
camel
dangerous.
deer?
However, the camel leopard is simply the medieval name for the beast we now call a giraffe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like an
Unique
ancient
look and a
giraffe.
strange marking
That's actually pretty cool.
that scared medieval travelers and explorers alike.
I mean, I would be pretty scared of that thing too.
This cannot be real. There's no way. I'm gonna have nightmares. Please zoom in on that dude's tushy, babushki
What?
right there. That thing is fat, scrumptious.
They're headless people, but their faces are on like their chest.
Yeah, this cannot be real. There's just no way. There's just no way.
I
Let's
feel
find
like a
out.
lot of people probably drank a lot of special juice or silly juice or some sort of juice, and they drew that. That's got to be it. That's got to be the explanation.
lot of rotten milk.
One of the more strange stories on our list today is that of the Blimye.
I've never
Instead,
seen this
these
before.
creatures were a nomadic
Faceless
kingdom of
people.
African people in northern Nubia between 600 and 300 AD.
Okay.
However, ever since the early origins,
That's pretty
stories have been
epic.
told of their headless
Looks
nature.
like a hand.
Legends told
What?
of
For it to-
people with
it
broad
has to turn
shoulders
its whole
covered in
body to
hair,
look to
ears
the
beneath
side.
their armpits,
Legit
and
just
most
looks like a
notably
hand.
on the upper chest. They featured two large, bulging eyes and a face.
No.
Modern understanding suggests that headless legends
That's Adam
came
if
from
he
their
lived back then.
Oh my god, dude. It's medieval Adam.
You guys are
combat
stupid.
tactic of keeping their heads pressed close to the chest while half squatting a knee to the ground.
I can't believe there's so much artwork of those things.
Wait, so that was real?
There's no
Supposedly.
way.
That is crazy.
They
That
didn't really
is
back
absolutely
up
crazy.
their claims with evidence at all.
Well, it
But we'll
seems
believe them.
what he said is that the people were trying to like avoid arrows and stuff from hitting their head, so they would crunch it up so close to their face that it appeared that it would be in their stomach like this.
Yeah, you're doing it. That looks really good, actually. That's good. That's good work, Adam. You would fit right in.
I feel like Adam might be one of them. A modern day version.
Whoa, what is this next one?
Dophar Chew.
Dopar bless you.
Looks like a
A
Black
creature
Panther.
of Irish
Oh,
folklore.
it looks like a Pokemon.
The Dophar Chew is said to resemble
does.
both a dog and an otter, but
What?
My
sometimes
two
it's
favorite
described
animals.
as a half dog, half fish.
Oh.
The creature
That does
lives
look
in
like a
water.
dog. Oh, wait,
I don't
and has
like that,
fur
actually.
With protective properties. We're likely looking at a formidable relative to the otter, which had been a predator around 6 million years
It's
ago.
a fish dog.
This is the
Pretty much.
Samogale
Well, that's what, like,
malutra,
otters are.
and it was the size of a wolf
Kinda.
at about 50 kilograms.
Wow.
Whoa.
These creatures had a powerful bite, which would have allowed them to
Godzilla
crush
right there.
shells or the bones of birds and other mammals. Truthfully, little is known about the
Ew.
creature, but it was
at how many
likely
teeth it
more
has.
of a formidable predator.
That looks like an otter,
and
honestly.
easily could have been the stuff.
Wait, that
of
kind of looks like
legend.
Toothless.
Yeah.
Nine-tailed fox.
Wait.
No way that was real. That
No.
thing
The
is
tale of the
awesome.
nine-tailed fox is that
No.
of Asian folklore across many cultures.
Yeah, folklore.
This is simpler to explain than a simple misunderstanding. The nine-tailed fox is as accurate as any other fox because they were simply ancient foxes. Foxes are commonplace in Japan, and the belief is that as the fox advanced in age, it would grow more tails over the years. While the magical properties likely don't exist in these creatures, it's easy to explain that these creatures exist. They're just not the stuff of legends.
So the nine-tailed fox actually exists?
No. But maybe. All right.
They just said that they grow more tails.
No, that's the stuff that is like the stuff of myths. Like people believe that, but they said that, you know,
it's fact.
Just a myth.
The fox is in Japan.
I don't think it's true. That's why they didn't show any actual pictures of any.
No, it's ancient though. They don't exist anymore. They don't have real pictures now, Jack. Are you silly?
I don't know if I believe it.
Well, do you believe this thing? Look at this thing. What is that? That is massive.
I think it's a giant squid.
That's
Gigantic squid.
Nice, Adam. It looks like a bunch of
talk
mucus.
of mythological creatures and cryptids would be complete without sea monsters. The Greeks spoke of a six-headed sea goddess named Scylla, while cultures in the Bahamas had a half-shark, half-octopus creature called a Luska.
That'd be terrifying.
This isn't even to mention Nordic legends of the Kraken, described as recently as the 18th century in Europe's first modern scientific world surveys. Finally, in 1853, Norwegian naturalists described the creature as a giant squid which existed deep beneath the depths. This is not a single squid, but a subspecies of deep ocean-dwelling squid.
Oh my god.
That thing is insanely big.
This thing is actually real.
Yeah, look at that. Two longest tentacles. It is the single largest invertebrate on Earth, but it also has some of the largest eyes of any animal, larger than even great whales. They exist primarily in Antarctica's deep sea, but we can likely assume they could have lived all over due to changing ocean temperatures.
It looks like it. Some people say that krakens came from asteroids and they crash landed into our ocean.
Krakens are just like octopus.
Or octopuses, yeah.
What do you think their pickup line is if they're trying to get a little female kraken? All right, here's my guess. Hey, girl.
Tell us, Adam.
Thanks for giving us a shot at answering that question.
Why did you even ask?
No time.
Hey, girl, what's kraken?
Okay, please leave this YouTube channel.
Kraken.
Jesus.
If not for giant squids, we may not have Kraken stories, but not all theories have to do with an actual creature. The Kraken, in a sense, might be real, but instead of a giant, deep-sea dwelling cephalopod, a treacherous whirlpool. Thanks to literature by the likes of Jules Verne, it's described as a legendary sea monster seen off the coast of Norway.
That's not even the Kraken, I don't
This would
think.
lead to comparing the Kraken's
right there.
boat engulfing whirlpool when it
Isn't that
submerged, compared to
Cthulhu?
Norway's famed Mostrumund, known commonly as the Maelstrom. While it may have been just a giant squid in the waters to unseen eyes, the consistency with the Kraken's association with whirlpools leads many to believe that the real Kraken was just treacherous waters deep below.
Okay, so wait a second. They were saying that the great squid and the Kraken are two separate mythical creatures?
Yes, the Kraken's much bigger than the squid.
No, but
I mean, than
the giant squid is like a real creature. Like, it's been found. That's the only creature on this list, I think, other than the direwolf that's actually, like, been found.
They actually exist in real life. Yeah,
well,
all these
the Kraken has been... There's been so much written about the Kraken over the years. It's one of those things that's like, it's been talked about so much.
People think that that's just giant squids now. That, like, people were like, oh, giant squids, Kraken. It's gotta be a Kraken.
Yes, but also, like he said, Krakens are so closely affiliated with these whirlpools, and giant squids are not. So maybe there are Krakens out there.
They think that when the Kraken opens its mouth, it has so much room in its belly that it actually creates a whirlpool.
And then what happens when it gets filled up?
Adam might have just said words.
No, they have a blowhole and then like a whale. That's what it is. They just said that, bro.
I feel like you guys are making stuff up.
Look at this video. This is their teeth.
Real Kraken
Look at it. That's literally the Kraken's teeth.
In the bottom left, it says movie scenes. It's from a movie.
I know, but that's the Kraken.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Moby Dick.
Is it just a blue whale?
Herman Melville's story Moby Dick is a work of fiction, but it was inspired by real-life events of an American whaling ship named Essex. The boat was rammed by a sperm whale on November 20th, 1820, and later sank. All 20 crewmen initially survived the shipwreck, but only 8 survived after their journey eventually devolved into cannibalism. While the whale might not have been quite the same, the encounter was what the climactic scene was based on and would long since be famous for.
Wow.
Charbidus.
No.
Please
Don't be real.
That
is disgusting. Please don't be real, man.
It's
Kind of like they took the
Another
Kraken and
distinct
they
but
just
similar
made it 10
sea
times
creature
scarier.
includes the sea monster Sharpetus and Skyla, who appear as challenges to epic creatures like Odysseus, Jason, and Arenas. She's said to be located in the Strait of Messina. Legend claims Sharpetus lives under a small rock on one side of the narrow channel, while Skyla lives under another. To be between Skyla and Sharpetus means to be presented with two opposite dangers. The task for these heroes was to find a way through safely. Similar to the Kraken of Norway, Sharpetus was said to be simply a giant whirlpool. A whirlpool, in fact, does not exist there and is caused by currents meeting there. However, it's not an epic danger as the story claims. It's dangerous only to small crafts in the worst conditions. While nearly all of these last three can be linked to a different thing, primarily whirlpools or giant squids, it's interesting to see how the creature's interpretation came up throughout cultures. Do you have one similar that you think we missed? There are plenty of sea monster stories to choose from, and if you think we missed an opportunity, we'd love to hear it from you down below. We're about midway through our video. Just a few more creatures to go before seeing who made number one.
That's real, guys.
That
is not CGI at all.
And check back and see. Emoji is a mysterious creature said to
emoji.
have taken birth in a millennium, resembling a giant serpent and having defensive scales
That thing
and
looks
acidic
awesome.
toxins. These creatures were more similar to dragons, though unlike the depictions of
looks like a giant
dragons,
snake.
meant to be kind water and cave spirits in Korean
Could be an
folklore.
anaconda.
Oh, wow.
The emoji depicted viciousness, destruction, cruelness, and despair. Instead of a real-life dragon, however, the emoji was likely tied more to monstrous snakes known as the Titanoboa.
Oh my
These
gosh,
massive
yeah, that
creatures
thing
were
was big.
45 feet long and weighed more than 2,200 pounds.
Wait.
They easily could have been mistaken as dragons to unknowing observers.
I don't know if they would have been dragons to people because, like, dragons, most of the time, like, don't they have, like, legs and they, like, breathe fire and stuff?
wings?
And wings.
They have
And they can
wings,
typically
too, most
fly.
of the time. I know that
I don't
some
know. I
dragons,
would just
especially
run.
in like in Eastern cultures, like they are kind of serpents that fly around, but they still have like giant teeth and they have like bigger, more defined faces. Like they don't really look like snakes too much.
Yeah.
Kind of look more like
If
lizards.
I got close to a snake, I'd just run. I wouldn't take any time to look at its face, its body, its features.
What? Yeah. What other features does it have?
It's just really
Titanoboa became
curvy.
extinct years ago,
It's-
but
it's
was
all
first
head and
described
body.
in 2009 after being discovered in rocks exposed
Oh
in
my
Colombia
gosh.
in 2000.
So there,
That's
these actually
Titanoboa.
existed. Wow.
Yeah, that was the world's
Werewolf.
biggest snake.
Werewolf? What?
Are we just talking about like hairy men?
Could be. It
Oh,
could be.
That's what
okay.
we're
All right.
probably talking about.
I got some
right?
werewolves in this video right now.
Ow.
There have been many stories about man to werewolf transformation from 2100 BC with the Epic of Gilgamesh. However, ancient Greece and Rome had the first werewolves as we now know it. There had been plenty of accounts of real-life werewolves, though one in particular was the beast of Gabaldon, first spotted by a woman in the 18th century who was tending cattle in the forest of Langogne in the summer. Her bulls scared the creature off, but the attacks terrorized the small province of France with 210 attacks, 113 being fatal. It's believed that this was a wolf at the time, but more contemporary accounts claim it had been several wolves, as the slayings continued despite a wolf-killing campaign. While the initial scare could have been a larger than average wolf, any werewolf accounts were just misclassified animal attacks over the years, or attempts to sabotage ill-fated people through religious persecution, similar to the witch trials.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So they weren't real.
They were wolf attacks.
They were wolves.
They were
so werewolves
giant
are
wolves.
not actually real. There's hairy men and there's wolves, but there's no overlap.
I like how some of these, like, they're actually saying they're real, and then others are just like, yeah, nah, it wasn't. It's probably
I feel
not
like
real.
on this list, there's only been two things that have, no, three things now that have actually been real. The dire wolves, giant squid, and then, what was the other one? I guess Moby Dick
Moby
was
Dick,
real.
I guess that counts.
Moby Dick is real.
The dragon thing, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
they just said the snake
emoji,
was-
like, it was kind of a stretch, but like the Titan boa was real at a time, but like, was that really the emoji or whatever? Probably not.
I don't know. Maybe they're saving their best ones for last. So we got a couple more left. Let's check them out.
Bunyip.
The bunyip.
Said to inhabit the swamps, billabongs, creeks, riverbeds, and
What is
water
that?
holes in
I don't
Aboriginal
know. It looks like
mythology
Weeping
of
Bell.
Southeast
Where's the head?
Australia. It's generally accepted that the bunyip is
Whoa,
Looks like
he's
it's wearing
stylish.
some
Exists.
sunglasses. Kind of looks
The
like
name
Brad
usually
Pitt.
means devil or evil spirit, though the original meaning may have been slightly different due to linguistic changes. The word came about first
Ew.
in 1812.
So many versions of this
describing
thing.
a
There's-
large
yeah,
black
what?
animal
So
like a
what actually
seal
is it?
with a terrible voice that creates
Is it like the
terror.
chupacabra?
There are several creatures that this legendary one might be based off of. Australian
Ew.
fur seals often get trapped inland during flooding.
Imagine
and
that's
make
the
a
one
cry
that like
is
it
similar
actually
to the one
was.
associated with the bunyip. Another possibility is that the creature is based on fossilized animal skeletons, like that of a prehistoric kangaroo relative, Procopodon.
Winnie the
These
kangaroo.
creatures were supposedly giant, over 500 pounds in weight, and could
We
have
still
raised their
really
arms
don't know
well
what
above
it
their
is.
heads, creating something that would be altogether unfamiliar to an explorer who saw it.
Wow.
Okay.
Vampire
Wait,
demon.
wait. That's an actual clip. Like that doesn't look fake.
This one, yeah, looks real.
Are vampire deer a thing?
Wait, no.
I guess so. Look at it.
No.
Let's find out.
It's
No.
Adam if he was a
This
deer.
mysterious animal is not as gruesome as the name and
You do got some
appearances
fangs on
suggest.
you.
The
Look at
vampire
those
deer or
fangs.
musk deer are real and inhabit the mountainous lands of Asia. However,
wow.
these endangered creatures are best known for their fierce saber teeth, which gives them a terrible reputation. Rather than blood-sucking ghouls, the musk deer found outside in the hills of Pyeongchang are fewer horror stories than just harmless herbivores with surprisingly long teeth.
Yeah, I wonder why they have teeth that
Nemean
long.
lion.
That is a huge
The
lion.
Nemean
That is the
lion.
biggest
Strange,
lion
incredible
ever.
mythological creatures in Greek mythology. None more than the amazing, ferocious lion of great size and strength that terrorized Peloponnese farmers.
That
It
has
was
to
said
be
to
real.
only have fallen when pitted against Hercules, who likely beat the lion. While obviously many of these stories are less one-to-one recreations of events than allegories for lessons to be taught, there may be some basis for a massive, ferocious lion. Perhaps surprising for most modern readers, lions didn't exist in Greece until classical times. The Asiatic lion had a much more extensive range than it does today. They did live in the Peloponnese in 1000 BC, but survived in Greece until as late as the 4th century AD. As there is little doubt that lions existed in the vicinity of Nema centuries ago, it's totally plausible that the story of the Nemean lion had some basis in reality, similar to how Hercules was likely based on either folk memories of the Neolithic period or a natural person or people who had their stories embellished over the years. The story of the Nemean lion, stripped of mythical elements, may simply be a folk record of man versus beast between the humans and lions of the early Neolithic period.
So do you
I will
guys know
say-
what the Nemean lion is? Like, what actually is it? Just a big
I think
lion?
it's pretty much just a giant lion.
It's a big lion.
I will say, like, way back in the day, I don't know about 1,000 years, but at least, like, I don't know, 10,000, 20,000 years, animals were way larger than how big they are now.
I think it was further back than that.
It could
There
have
was
been
more
like
oxygen in the air. I
Yeah.
think it was like millions and millions of years ago.
You got a good point, Alec.
Yeah.
But I don't think lions, like modern day lions, existed like that. Like there were saber-toothed tigers that were pretty big. I mean, I'm sure there's been like huge lions as well, and maybe they just kind of were like, yeah, that's a mean lion. They were like,
Yeah. I mean,
mean
that is
lion.
another thing to keep in mind is, like, that story was probably passed down by drawings and word of mouth and could have been misconstrued. And so people might have just believed whatever this one person said, and the dude could have said it was a 20-foot lion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, it's
exactly.
in the
Adam keeps telling me he has a girlfriend, and I've told multiple people, and somehow he has a boyfriend now. I don't get it.
Alec's been saying the same thing.
Rocks.
What are these?
Rocks. Rocks are real.
Most closely related
Rocks.
to
Boulders?
Behemoth
But
or
the
He
cave
kind
of
of looks like a
silence?
The
Gryffindor.
elephant bird evolved when the bird ruled the earth and likely existed on Madagascar for 60 million years. Legends around the rock told of a giant bird large enough
Are we talking about Dwayne the Rock? What kind
No.
of like?
It's pretty
confused.
much Dwayne the Rock, but with wings.
Oh, okay.
This is Bird the
which
Rock.
seems incredible, but may not be that far from the truth. Famous
Wait.
explorers like Marco Polo described the rock in their travelers' tales. Some stories claim the fearsome rock ate elephants.
Wait, Marco Polo's a real person? I thought that was just a game.
He was an explorer, so that's why you play the game.
Oh!
Marco Polo,
Mar-
Marco
Polo.
Marco
Polo.
Found you.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
But these giant birds were strictly an herbivore. They went extinct around 1000 to 1200 AD.
Carrying
due to
elephants
human
in
activity.
one claw.
What about this one, Jack? You think that one's real?
El Chupacabra.
Nice.
Oh, this
Chupacabra.
was real.
One of
This
the
one's
most
real.
famous
Chupacabra.
legendary monsters.
Look at it, look at it!
In
They caught it
1995,
on
the El
camera,
Chupacabra
bro.
was the
Wait.
go-to monsters globally. In
I didn't realize- wait.
1995,
Is that in our backyard?
As one of the most famous
I gotta know somebody was filming you when you were running to the kitchen.
In 1995, the El Chupacabra was the go-to culprit for
this looks
strange
like a real-
livestock deaths.
Where is it? This
creating
looks real.
media stir whenever sighted. The dog-like creature is like
Was that just
death,
dogs running inside?
creating media stir whenever sighted.
I don't
gotta
see
be
it.
so
The
scared.
dog-like creature is said to drink the
there
blood
it
of
is.
livestock.
It's probably just a
and act
coyote.
Like a vampire. It goes after goats, sheep, and other farm animals and pets. These
I do
creatures
too.
have been described as hairless and wolf-like.
Ew.
It's believed that these sightings were
It's gotta
simply
be a
dogs
coyote.
infected with a parasite called mange, which would cause them to lose their hair and create an otherworldly appearance.
Oh, no.
Their attacking livestock makes sense, as these animals would
That's
not
gotta
be
be a
able to
bear.
hunt in the
That
wild
looks like a
due to
baby
their
bear,
condition.
yeah.
That's a bear.
Farm animals are easier targets. While you might not have to worry about a dog like cryptid, try to avoid stray dogs in Mexico and Puerto Rico just for safety's
Look how
sake.
long the legs are.
I think that's a coyote.
Unicorn.
What?
Okay, all right. No.
That is real.
What? Why
No.
can't
Are they
unicorns be
real?
real?
They might
No,
be
no,
real.
they might be real because like, is it a narwhal that has the giant spike coming out of its head for no good reason? I guess it could be real.
I heard that ancient people used to call rhinoceroses unicorns because they had the horn, and then it got like misinterpreted over the years.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but I think like the Latin word for rhinoceros.
Unicorn.
Well, I think
Okay.
the Latin word for rhinoceros has uni in it, and it's like
That does make sense.
Oh,
Uni
yeah,
means
okay,
one.
okay.
Like
Yeah,
in
like one
Spanish, uno means one.
There are a few different origins for what we now understand as the unicorn, one of which is the narwhal. Through the Middle Ages and Renaissance, unicorn horn was all the rage. But the twisting, conical object that circulated around, and that we imagine in the iconic horse image, was generally the tusk of a narwhal. These are Arctic whales
Alex
hunted
Ray.
by Vikings who would then sell their tusk at an astronomical price. In 1577, an English explorer, Martin Frobisher, led an expedition where he happened upon a dead narwhal, which he called a sea unicorn. However, there's also the other origin, explaining why we have stories of unicorns worldwide. Now known as the rhinoceros.
Whoa,
some
you guys
Indian
got 'em
legends
right.
told of a creature
Let's go.
with the head
Alec
of a
and I might be the
stag
smartest
and feet
people
of
on
an
planet
elephant,
Earth.
Did you guys watch
and a
this?
single black
Good work,
horn
Jack.
coming from
That
the
is a
middle
sharp
of its
horn.
forehead. Just a little too similar to be a coincidence. Hobbits.
Hobbits.
It's
But as it
Neanderthals,
turns out,
right?
It may not be otherworldly and fantastical as it seems. We once had our own species of hobbits on Earth, as it turns out, by Homo florensis. This was an ancient species of hominin, human, and our closest ancestor who lived on the Indonesian island of Flores. In 2004, a skeleton was found in Liang Bua
So
called
tiny.
LB1. They stood at under 4 feet tall and had a mix of modern and more archaic bodies, including a brain just 1/3 the size of ours. Archaeologists also found tools resembling
Smooth brain.
the Oldowan style predominating around 2 million years ago. A popular theory for their size rests on a phenomenon known as island dwarfism.
Lord of the
Animals on
Rings.
islands tend to become smaller and smaller due to limited resources. This is seen in the pygmy elephants of Malta, the dwarf Burmese python, and some dinosaur species. It's believed that over their potential 700,000 lifespan, H. florensis
Ew.
over time.
That is
We have our number
disgusting.
one on the list next, but we've covered some incredible
Platypus?
cryptids and mythological creatures.
That
with
one was
very
real.
Real backstories. We're constantly
Yeah, how is
discovering
that? I
new
guess it
things,
kinda
and we look
is a little
forward
bit
to when
mythological.
someone can explain the likes of Mothman or Nessie in the future. Did you see a favorite on the list, or do you think we missed a big one? Let us know,
They
and
really
maybe
didn't
you'll see your
explain
choice
too
in a
much.
future video. If
They
you want more
missed
unique,
everyone.
engaging, and sometimes downright wild content, go ahead and subscribe to the single video.
Make sure you guys subscribe to more Beck Bros for more content.
Platypuses are real.
I
what?
feel like they're real, right?
Now, some
Platypi,
animals are
right?
so weird.
Wait,
I don't know.
Seeing
Does this
them in
exist, or
flesh
is this
won't
a
convince
myth?
you. In 1798,
Adam.
John Hunter, captain of the Royal Navy, sent a pelt and a sketch of the animal back from his Australian travels. However, European naturalists refused to believe that such an animal could exist, even when the platypus was described in scientific literature by
Looks so
George Shaw.
soft.
He admitted apologetically that skepticism was usual in this case, that even having seen it himself, he still doubted it. While not traditionally a cryptid as some on the list, the platypus so thoroughly threw European naturalists that
Its
they
face
couldn't
is so funny.
classify it for quite some time. Even now, Considering everything about a platypus is a strange endeavor in and
That's
of
a
itself.
funny looking beaver duck.
Yeah, if you take like the beak thingy off of it, it kind of just looks like a giant rat.
Hey!
No,
You
it's
know?
like
fins though. It's got little fins on its hands.
similar to like a gopher duck sort of thing.
Yeah, but it looks like someone just threw a shoe at it and stuck to its face.
Whoa, that's mean. That is so
Kinda,
rude.
yeah, like a
What?
croc.
It's Perry the Platypus. Danger. How did that work?
He just like gave
This
him a kiss.
incredibly lucky bush buck barely
Oh
escaped
my
from a
God.
hungry crocodile.
He just jumped so
Terrifying, dude. He's got some crazy
Are you
reflexes.
serious?
Imagine running for your life, and this is the fastest you can go.
Oh my gosh.
He's eating a jawbreaker.
A mountain goat on the verge of
Is that an
losing its
eagle?
final fight against an
Yeah,
eagle.
eagles
throws
drop
itself
mountain
down
goats
the
all the
mountain
time.
in
What?
a last-ditch effort to
Oh
survive.
my gosh,
That's
is crazy.
insane. Why are they doing that?
It looks like a flying goat.
My God.
Eagles eat mountain goats.
What? Dude, it got away. How did it survive
This
that?
Alaskan grizzly bear is much smaller than his opponent, but he's got the heart of a true warrior. Just watch as he gets on his back during a vicious fight for survival.
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Instead of panicking, he waits for the perfect opening and then retakes his position.
Wow.
Oh, this is like
crazy.
pro WWE wrestling.
Wrestling, yeah.
Jesus.
They gotta get Khabib
Holy
in there.
This
Smokes.
wildebeest made
Nice
a
job.
dramatic escape as he leaped over two hungry lionesses on
Oh
the
my
run
God.
before darting across the lake
Wow.
and outpacing the
I didn't know
entire
those things could
pride.
jump that high. Look at
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
that. He was
That's
flying.
running for your
Is
life
this a
right
second
there.
angle?
Foxes are usually friendly and try to evade conflict.
not
However,
true.
foxes are wild animals and will always revert to their
They're a little
instincts in a
sneaky.
That's
situation
a
where
wolf,
they
isn't it?
feel threatened. But this fox definitely messed with a wrong cat who stood its ground
Fox versus
fearlessly.
cat.
That
That cat does not care.
They're both going after the cameraman.
While this
Let's go,
zebra
kitty.
tries to kill a foal, its mother does everything in her power to
Why is
fight
it
back
bullying the
and
baby?
protect her child.
Why is it trying to get the calf in the water?
That dude is messed up.
It's
Dude,
trying
there's
to-
enough water for everybody.
Oh, it didn't work. Ha.
Why is it bullying
Maybe
the
it's just a
baby?
family that's playing around.
Yeah, it's
Maybe they're into
scared
horseplay.
playing. Oh my gosh, the mama's sticking
A
up for the
gorilla
baby.
attacked this mother as its child desperately
no.
tried to intervene and stop the fight. But then, their enormous father came
Oh,
to the
Oh my
rescue.
god!
Oh! Daddy to the rescue! Everyone's
These two
wow.
sloth bears got into a heated fight in a zoo as
those
workers
bears?
tried
there's
everything
so
to
many.
break it up.
The workers tried everything.
There we go.
Do not get involved in that, bro. You don't have a shirt on.
And as these kangaroos were having an intense fight, one of them took it a little too far.
Oh my god.
Through a fence.
He's like, man, I took it too
Giraffes
far,
fighting,
man.
on the other hand, might be one of the funniest and weirdest things out there. Just watch as these giraffes use their
Wait,
long
what?
necks to try and
He
take each
picked
other
up his
down.
leg.
It's like a game of
What's going
chess.
on?
He picked up his leg.
Oh, it's kind of working.
But here's a way
whoa.
more intense fight where the giraffes fight to the
we should
death,
try
and
this.
neither of them are willing to back down.
whip my neck.
Oh my god, they're gonna
They
break
fight
each
to the
other's
death
necks.
like that.
No, they do not.
That's what he said. Oh, down he goes.
That is crazy.
This white lion successfully defends itself
Oh,
from
that thing
two
is
tigers.
beautiful.
Wow. Why are they attacking the white lion?
A mother
Oh my
hippo
God.
who's about to have a
Ew.
baby
Yo, what?
is forced to defend her other children as they're attacked by hungry lions.
While
the
she's
mother
giving birth?
ferociously attacks one
Oh my
lion.
gosh!
But pride won't
hippo
give
is
up
huge!
that easily.
Yo!
They wait until nightfall
have some of the
and
most
take
intense
advantage
bite
of the
power.
tired hippo.
That's true.
Again, trying to sink their teeth into the prey's
There's
flesh.
like 80
but
of
the
them.
hippo still does not give up and brutally catches
Hippos are
one
crazy.
lioness.
Oh my
Oh, that
god.
lioness is in trouble.
It's gonna get its head smashed.
Succumbing to the wounds she's endured, she has no power left to attack and surrenders as each of the lions
Whoa.
begins to feast on the hippo's carcass.
I was not expecting.
When a
was not
crocodile
expecting that
walked
either.
into this lion pride's
That was the
territory,
saddest
it
ending
quickly
ever.
regretted its decision as the male lion showed who's the
God.
true king of the land.
Oh gosh, that thing's about to
no.
snap. Get out of there! Oh no.
Just bite it, alligator.
They're
Bite
all
him.
The injured
waiting to
crocodile
attack.
then slowly walks away and will probably never come back again.
Wait, the crocodile lost that one?
An octopus
Yeah.
swam in the wrong place and was chased down and devoured by a school of leather jackets.
What?
No.
An octopus is gonna lose to fish?
Yeah. Look how many fish there are.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. That's a lot of fish.
I didn't know
After
fish
a
like
lone female
attacked other
squirrel
things.
approaches a cobra
than
from
piranhas.
behind,
Oh.
a snake bite causes her to retreat from the battle. In seconds, the squirrel has gone from snake killer to scaredy cat. But luckily for her, the action has caught the attention of a far meaner neighbor, a yellow mongoose who's considered the cobra hitman. The animals then face off in a deadly
I like
fight,
this.
The
where
mongoose
cobra
wins like
delivers a
90%
quick
of the
strike,
time.
and the mongoose pulls a Matrix-style getaway.
Yeah.
Hey!
Finally, the cobra manages to deliver its winning blow, and they take off in opposite
Oh, right in the
directions.
nose.
Oh.
Ow, that hurt.
When this bear climbs up to an eagle's nest, they have to desperately try to fight off the giant intruder
What?
from their home.
Are you serious?
How did
That
it
is
get up that
crazy.
high?
A bear
is
versus
desperate.
an eagle? I've never seen
Eagles
that.
versus bears. Sounds like a football game.
This is America right here.
That whole
That
tree
tree's
might go
about to
down.
go down. Yeah.
And that's a job well done.
And this goose heckling a horse soon regrets his
He's gonna kick
decision.
it.
What is
Yeah.
this?
Oh!
Thinking. Oh my god.
Oh, that is not funny. That is
A
messed
group
up.
of otters won't
Oh
leave
my
this orangutan
God.
alone until it uses a stick to fight them off.
Beating
Looks
them
like
up.
a zoo.
You're just smacking him with a stick.
It just wants some peace and quiet.
These two Komodo dragons fight intensely.
I never realized they
but
were
quickly
that
get
big.
tired and start cozying up.
Yeah,
That's
they're
actually
like
crazy.
They're like dragons.
Dude, they're bigger than
It's crazy.
crocodiles.
Wait, what?
No, I don't think so. But they
You
do
see
have like
that?
crazy venom.
Here's a great example of how intelligent beats strength, as a smaller rabbit avoids the bigger
Oh my
guy by
gosh.
simply
I didn't know
jumping
that
over
rabbits
it.
fought each other.
Neither did I.
Look,
but
he
he
just
just
jumps
get
over him.
destroyed.
I thought they just like ate grass.
These curious and hungry lions stumble
playing.
upon a huge crocodile who barely escapes the vicious attack.
Oh my god, look at the teeth.
Yo!
Why are they attacking him? Like, just leave him alone.
They're hungry.
What else are you gonna do for
Do
fun?
they eat crocs?
It's not like they have Tetris or anything.
And this dog who protects
Oh my
his owner
God.
from a
What?
baby crocodile.
Chill.
Yo!
That dog's insane.
An angry elephant charges at a hippo and chases him out of his territory.
I thought they were friendly. I thought elephants and hippos were kind of like cousins.
They're very territorial, though.
And this incredible sighting unfolds as a flock of angry birds gang up and attack a snake.
Wow, he's getting jumped, literally.
Oh my, he's got knocked out.
Wow.
The snake just
Three
got knocked
leopards
out.
gang
Wow.
up on one honey badger, but soon regret their decision when it chooses
Honey
to
badgers
fight
are
back.
the craziest animal.
How are they scared of a honey badger?
Dude, honey badgers like kill snakes, they kill everything.
No way, they just let it go.
A buffalo and a bull use their deadly horns in a brutal fight, and even though the Cape buffalo is considered one of Africa's big five, the bull proves that it's definitely not
Wow.
an easy opponent. And while the fight continues intensely, the other cows stand and watch the duel as if it were a movie. Somebody get these guys some popcorn for the show.
No way a bull stands up to an
And
ox like
here's
that.
another fight between a buffalo and a
buffalo.
bull, but this time the bull quickly chickens out.
I mean, yeah, the bull has all the size there.
When a hippo gets angry at a herd of buffalo for visiting his pond, he does some strange things, to say the least, to
Look
chase
at that
them
mouth.
away.
Oh my god.
What's he doing?
He's feeding his own poop.
Oh my god, he's crazy.
He's flinging it.
He's showing him that he's crazy.
Well, evidently, pigs really can fly.
I think that's how they mark their
because this
territory.
gnarly rhino gets
poop and then they
triggered
eat
and
it.
launches a nosy
Oh my
ball
God.
10 feet into
My
the
God.
air.
Oh my god.
No way.
Check out how these ninja rats evade rattlesnake attacks, kicking them in the face.
I don't think he avoided that though.
That's
It totally bit
crazy.
him.
Yeah, but he still got away.
A
yeah.
kangaroo squares up
That was
against
epic.
3 crazy emu birds.
Why? Like how
This
is
is
this
just in a
safe?
zoo, though.
my god, 2 against 1.
This is better than National
What is it doing?
Geographic. This is what I
have
signed
little
up
arms?
for.
Look, he's squaring up. He's squaring up.
Punch him, Kanga, you can do it. Punch
Yeah,
him.
get him.
And these guys managed to rescue their dog from a giant hungry
Dude, it's
python
all,
who keeps a
like,
tight
coiled
grip
up right
around
now.
the
Look at that.
animal.
That is
Poor
terrifying.
dog.
Wow. I hope the dog's okay.
Yes, he got out. Yes.
Oh, thank God.
This lion plays catch with a monkey in a tree, jumping back and forth until the monkey finally manages to push him down.
Eventually, someone's gonna get tired.
He pushed him off.
Wow.
As a male cub approached the watering hole to quench his thirst, he didn't notice the hungry crocodile lurking in the water.
Where is it?
Oh
What?
my God.
Oh. Oh, that's.
Wow.
Wow.
Huh?
GG's. Wow.
And
You
as
leave.
this
You leave
zebra
that
was
watering
trying
hole.
to cross the river, a crocodile locked
Wow.
his teeth into its back, but the zebra chose to bite back and managed to escape the vicious
He
attack.
really did bite back. Wow.
Get out of there. There's multiple. Oh, look, he's biting him back.
Oh, no way.
No way the zebra gets out of this.
No way. Wow.
There's like 30 crocodiles and a
Dude,
hippo
that
in
zebra
there
has
too.
totem of undying.
Watch out, this enormous rhino gives the sleeping lions a
Oh
wake-up
God!
call.
Look at that horn, dude.
That's more than a wake-up
That
call.
guy is huge.
That's trauma.
He's charging.
you get the f- out of there.
Dude, that rhino is
A lonely
massive.
lion is
what?
attacked by a huge clan of vicious hyenas, but the king of the jungle doesn't need any friends. He only needs confidence. Just watch how the incredible lion fights back and protects his prey from being stolen.
There's so many. If they
That's
all
his
charge,
food.
they can take it down.
Day, you're gonna have this opportunity. Now, how good are you at holding your breath? Not that good?
I can hold it for like 2 minutes,
not
maybe.
to worry.
Yeah,
Hop
maybe like
aboard
10
my
seconds for me.
submersible craft and join me in the voyage to the depths. Ready?
Here we go.
Ooh,
Everyone,
let's dive.
breathe in.
Right now, just below the surface, you see that life is thriving here. Fish and marine animals abound, and hey
Yeah.
there, swimmers are waving at us. But we won't be staying here for long.
Whoa.
Bye.
Are you guys
At
holding your breath?
65 feet,
Yeah.
there's a whole new
All right.
world opening before your eyes. Shallow coral reefs are standing beautifully not far from the shore. And
Whoa.
hey, there are people here again. It's scuba divers this time, though.
Oh,
Water pressure isn't kind to
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
divers
Looks
without
like he's going
special
into heaven
equipment.
with all that light.
130
I'm gonna go
feet is
soon.
the depths where we say goodbye, even to recreational
Oh my
scuba
gosh, we're already
divers.
200 feet deep.
It's the maximum allowed for them.
Guys,
Take
I
care,
can't hold my
guys.
breath anymore. Let's go back up.
200 feet.
Turn it
around.
Here's the
Okay,
first
okay, let's go up.
orca.
Let's go up.
These
Turn it
whales
around.
are
There's
the
no orcas. They're
relatively
200 feet.
shallow waters of almost every sea and ocean in the world. Did you know that they're the apex predators, by the way?
Jack's
it means
died.
They have
Jack
no
died.
natural
We made it
enemies,
220 feet.
and no one can take them down. At 230 feet, we meet whale sharks, the largest known fish
Whale
species,
sharks.
weighing up to 60 tons.
Dang, they're
And they're
actually
also
really
quite
deep.
long livers.
60 tons?
Well, yeah, I guess their livers are long at that.
They can live 130
But
Look at
actually,
that belly!
they
Look at the
have
belly! Look at the
life
belly on it!
expectancy. They can
It
live
looks like
about
you, Adam,
130
as a
feet.
shark.
Yeah.
Now, look outside. If you're a scuba diver, it's a real pro. Because at 330 feet, they'll have to be
Wait, there's
very
more scuba
cautious
divers?
not to get decompression sickness.
Wow.
It occurs if you rise
That's
too
deep.
quickly
That's
to
crazy.
the surface. And if you're lucky, you
400
can also
feet.
see a
Look at
giant
that
Pacific
octopus.
octopus. It dwells in cool
Whoa.
water starting this deep and
That thing's
going down
huge.
as far as 6,600 feet.
That's a
If I
kraken.
saw that thing,
Now,
I'm
we're
never
entering
going in the
dark
ocean again.
part of the ocean. At 490 feet, just 1% of the light from the surface reaches us.
Oh,
All the
jeez.
rest is absorbed by water.
Did anybody else get goosebumps
Everything
there?
that's deeper
No.
will get
Scary.
darker and darker
Something's
still.
tingling somewhere.
Oh, look.
This is
At about
spooky, though.
660
An
feet,
eel?
there's a giant oarfish
No.
circling
What is
our
that?
submersible.
What?
These creatures are believed to be the
Ew.
source of all sea serpent sightings and also a lot of
It's so
alliteration.
creepy.
Oh, it's a sea
Sometimes
serpent.
they swim up to the surface and
What
freak
the-
out sailors and swimmers. No wonder. These fish can reach
36
36 feet in length.
Wow.
Enough
Actually?
to scare the heck out of me,
Wow.
for example. Okay, now we're at 980 feet.
serpent.
And
Wait, imagine being that fish though. Like you're just 36 feet long with like no fins or like limbs or anything. You're just like one long, you're just one long worm in the bottom of the ocean.
You're an ocean snake.
You do this and you open and close your mouth to like eat food. That's it. That's all you're doing.
That's all Adam does anyway.
That's all that.
You guys see how natural that comes to me?
Yeah, you're actually crushing it. Wow. Their entire life is squirm and eat.
And you forgot to mention it's in complete darkness.
Thing
Oh,
out
yeah,
True.
that's true.
They can't even see.
Oh, I get it. It's a Japanese
What the
spider
heck?
crab.
Nope,
Why a
nope,
spider,
nope.
you
cow.
ask?
Those things look
Well,
huge.
Just look at those legs, and the answer will come to you.
that looks
without
like Alex'
further
hairy
prompts. By the way, there's almost
Not
nothing
everything
more
that's
to
red
them
is
than
me.
legs. The body of such a crab is normally just 1.5 feet across. Going deeper now,
So much meat
and
on that
at
bad boy.
1,640
Oh my gosh,
feet,
we're deep.
you're going to see the last of the blue whales. No, not really the last of them.
my God,
I
it's
mean, that's
huge.
the deepest they can swim. They don't really need
it's
the capacity
massive.
for food, which they have in abundance in shallower waters, but they still can. I guess it's just for the sake of showing how awesome they are.
1,600 feet.
After all, they're the largest creatures in the history of Earth,
Wow.
both in the sea and on land.
Oh my gosh,
You hear
dude.
this?
Wait, what about
How
like a
deep are these?
These
megalodon?
are the sounds
No,
fin
nothing
whales
else has
make
ever
when
been
they
bigger than
talk
a
to
blue
their
whale.
friends many miles
Yep.
away.
Yeah.
Wow.
They can do this thanks to the SOFAR channel, or deep sea channel, that generally starts at 1,970 feet, but can vary in depth. It's a layer of water where the speed of sound is at its minimum, and sound waves can go thousands of miles before
Thousands?
disappearing.
Whoa.
At the depth of 2,723
They have their own radio channel down there.
feet,
Yeah.
we have reached
By
the
they,
point
that you
where
mean
the
us?
Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world,
Shout out
would not
humans.
even show its tip on the surface if it were put underwater. Hey,
Thanks.
let's
Not even
Wow.
the tip.
now we're entering the really interesting part of the ocean, where no sunlight reaches us and strange creatures dwell.
I'm scared.
One of those
How
is the
deep does it
giant
get?
squid.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
that legendary type. It inhabits the depths
the
of
Kraken.
2,950 feet.
That is a kraken.
Just imagine
I
a
don't like
creature
that.
with eyes the size of frisbees. Sperm whales
my
aren't
gosh.
frisbees, but they certainly can fight back. What a sight it would be to see such an encounter.
Seriously.
No.
And that's
No, if you're seeing that, you're dying after.
This is gonna be weird to say, and you guys are probably gonna look at me and be like, dude, you're a weirdo. But to me, like, it's crazy that all of that is happening right now. Like, there are krakens and there are sharks and there are blue whales right now. Like, they're out there, and like, life is happening outside of my little bubble. You know
We're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
keep it that way, okay? We're gonna keep it that way.
You
We're
guys
gonna
know
keep
what
we're
I'm
gonna
saying?
stay far,
No, we're
far
not.
away.
If this video gets 10,000 likes, we will hop in that submersion tank and
Yeah.
go 10,000 feet down in the ocean, baby.
You got
Is that
that's
even
all
possible?
you. That's
If
gonna
it
be
gets
so
100,000
video.
likes,
3,000
Alec-
feet right now.
Alec will fight a kraken.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's 100,000 likes.
Am I the Kraken?
I'm gonna dress up as a kraken.
darkness finally falls on us, the midnight zone. The pressure here is so
This would be a sick
huge
video for real.
that if you somehow end up being here without a submersible, well, you'll simply be crushed in a couple of seconds. And that without seeing a thing too. Not the best of prospects. Anyway, at 3,600 feet, there's West Mata, one of the deepest ocean volcanoes in the world. Its last eruption
There's
was in
volcanoes?
2009.
I kinda
the
forgot
ocean?
about
It was
ocean
even filmed
volcanoes.
by a remotely
I didn't know
operated
that's a thing.
vehicle. 4,200 feet down below, and we see the ferocious great white sharks.
There's sharks that deep.
Predators feel great at such a depth.
What the heck?
Their eyesight is rather poor, and they navigate by scent.
Oh,
So
wow.
they really don't need sunlight to hunt down
That
their
is kind of
prey.
funny, just imagining
I
a
don't
great
see
white
you,
shark
but
like
I'll still
swimming
eat you.
around and then it runs directly into
Also,
a
the
rock because
leatherback
it can't
turtles,
see.
the largest turtles in the world, dive at the same depth. I wonder if they do it to tease the great whites.
What?
Oh, see those
I did
huge
not know
nets?
that.
That's because we're now at the depth of 4,900 feet, where the catch-all fishing method is used. The nets are here to be dragged along the ocean floor, catching
actually?
everything unfortunate enough to be caught.
That's a
I'll
thing?
let you decide how detrimental
that's
this
real?
is to the ocean
They
life
go
here.
5,000
Wow.
feet down.
6,000 feet.
Wait, what are they even trying to catch? All they said that there was great whites and turtles.
Great
No, they're
white
literally probably
turtle.
catching great white turtle, the kraken, maybe a blue whale in there,
Big whale, yeah.
probably dolphins, maybe orcas.
Some alec
No.
crabs.
No, they don't get that deep though. They just said like the only thing down there is the great
Well, they
whites.
pull
and
the
then-
nets
Yeah,
up
but
and
they're
they get
pulling
all
it
that.
all the way up to the surface, so they're catching
Yeah.
everything in between
Whatever
5,000
falls
feet
in
and
the
0
net,
feet.
they just get.
That's probably how they're catching all that bluefin
It's like a
tuna that you
mystery
like to
cow.
watch.
It's like a mystery box.
Adam, you're a mystery box.
It's a
We'd be
mystery
answering
sitting
that.
at its lowest and deepest point. Imagine that all the crevasses have been thoroughly filled with water, and you'll get the perfect picture. Now, if we're really careful, then at the depth of 6,600 feet, we'll be able to see the black dragonfish.
What?
A nightmarish
What is
creature
that?
that dwells in the deep and dark parts of the
big.
ocean. And trust me, it's
There
better
it is
off staying
again.
right here. It looks
That
like
thing
something
is
from a horror
big and
movie.
black.
And
Look at
I'd
its
rather
teeth.
it never cross my path.
Oh yeah.
At 7,400 feet,
Nah.
we'll be saying goodbye
What is that?
to sperm
What is that?
whales.
What is that?
This is the deepest
What is
point they
that?
can
What is
dive,
that?
And frankly, they have no real business at such a depth. Maybe they hunt the black dragonfish, of course.
That's
or
Moby Dick,
it hunts
right?
Them. Nah,
I don't know, but
the
that
difference in
forehead is
size too
comparable
big.
to,
Sperm whales can
I hate
reach
to say it, but
62
my
feet
own.
in length, which makes them the largest toothed whales in the world. Not many creatures can counter that. It's good that our submersible has a powerful floodlight. Without
I was
it,
waiting
we
for
wouldn't have
something.
been able to see the astonishing beauty of the deep-sea coral reefs located at the depth of 9,900 feet. They
I
can
didn't
be
know that
found
there
in
were coral
every
reefs that
ocean,
deep.
and it's a pity they can't be
that
seen
glowstone?
without special deep-sea diving equipment.
I don't know, but it's cool.
Okay, going deeper still, and at
12,000 feet,
12,100
dude,
feet,
imagine.
we reach the
How deep
average
did we go?
depth of the world
12,000
ocean.
feet of water.
From now on, the journey into the real depths begins. The
The
general
Mariana
ocean
Trench,
floor
right?
Ears
has
must
been
be
passed.
popping, whoever's
so
inside of
now
that.
it's time to delve into the abyss. Now at 15,000
Oh, now they're
feet,
getting to the abyss, guys.
monsters
Oh,
out
I've
of
seen
your
that before
worst
from Nemo.
nightmares
It's
pop
it's
up.
like a football fish.
the Nemo
Anglerfish,
fish.
for example,
Anglerfish.
will scare the heck out of anyone. Its long and crooked teeth, along with
Oh,
a
I saw
growth
this.
on
I saw
its
this before.
head that lures
In
the
Nemo,
fish
right?
is enough
Yeah,
to
yeah, it was in Nemo.
even
I
in
said
the
that.
deepest.
I saw it in Nemo.
Yeah,
Even
a
more
great
terrible
original thought,
is the
Jack.
creature called the black
That was great.
swallower.
Great reference.
It's an eel-like beast that has a very stretchy stomach, and it can swallow prey that's twice its size.
So it's like a deep
Look down
sea
below,
snake.
and you're going to see the deepest shipwreck ever
Oh, the
found.
music's getting intense.
SS Rio Grande,
The Titanic?
South Atlantic, sunk in 1941 and went as low as 18,900 feet. No wonder it was
Jeez.
only found 55 years later. And now the deepest and darkest part of the ocean begins.
This is
We're
incredible.
diving into the Mariana Trench. Officially, it begins at about 19,700 feet deep. It's both the least
20,000
explored
feet.
and the most fascinating area for
big
the
number,
scientists
Alec.
and adventurers alike.
Like, really
What
trying
lies
to
at the
imagine, though,
bottom
how
of
big
it?
that is.
Well, we're about to see. But while we're not there yet, I'll show you something else. For example, here's the deepest fish ever found. It's called a snailfish, and it dwells at 26,000 feet.
That's such a lame
Its
fish
body
to
is
be the deepest
translucent,
fish ever.
So you
What
can
you doing
actually
down there,
see
fishy?
right through its skin. Well, I must say I'm glad we didn't
Whoa.
turn
It's a
off the
space
lights
fish.
after all. This little
That's
guy is
awesome.
surprisingly cute
Kinda
for
looks
a
Guys,
creature
cute.
that can
What if aliens actually aren't in the air? They're actually underground in the ocean. They're hiding.
Why? How
I
is
actually-
the ocean underground?
I actually heard a theory that octopuses are aliens.
I think it's octopi.
Whatever it is, I don't care. But they were on an asteroid.
I also heard it was octopi,
And like,
Jack.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying.
No, just when you're talking about octopus, just refer to it as octopi. That's the
Yeah,
plural.
you kind of threw me off with your stupidity.
Okay, octopi. Is it not octopi and you're messing with me? You don't even know. You're looking it up. I see you looking it up. All right, back to my story. There's a theory that octopuses or octopi are here on Earth from an asteroid. Like they were on eggs on an asteroid. Boom, crash landing. Boom, we're in the ocean and are actually aliens. I'm not saying it's
Who told
true.
you
I'm
that?
just, I'm,
Who
I'm
told
just
you that?
saying.
Was it the aliens guy from the History Channel?
I'm just saying. I saw it like on TikTok or somewhere. That's all.
The
I'm not
most
saying it's true. I'm
commonly
not saying,
accepted
I'm not even saying I
plural
believe it. I'm just saying
usage
that's
for
what I heard.
octopus is octopuses.
See, it is octopuses.
Yes, that's what
You guys
Jack
both,
said.
you owe me an apology.
Jack, is
Yeah,
that
but
what we
no,
said?
in Latin, a lot of people say octopi is right. So there's a big debate. We
Yeah,
can talk
that's
about that. in the
Crazy
next
because
video.
we're
debate.
speaking English. That's so, you know.
Well, English is derived from Latin. So.
Derived from Latin, Alec.
vertebrate animal whatsoever. The pressure is just too much for such creatures. But there are shrimps and other invertebrates, not to mention microbes, that can dwell even in the deepest part of the ocean.
Shrimps?
And that part is
Invertebrates?
Shrimp
Challenger
They look
deep.
like a bunch of
It's
glow
the bottom
turds.
of the Mariana Trench, and its depth is 35,853
Oh!
feet.
Crash landing.
Yes, we've arrived at the very bottom of the Earth. Few people have been here, and very little is known about it yet. But scientists aren't going to stop.
I'm
Number 10.
Ghost Titan.
Pat a goatee,
Predators were just prey for carnivores?
Oh!
I introduce you to the
Okay.
Patagotype.
Dang, bro.
Listen carefully.
That
this
neck is
the
so
largest
long.
Big.
dinosaur
That's big and that is long.
I can't hear what he's saying. Shut up.
Look at it, dude. It
Dude,
looks
look how
like
big and long that is.
It's a flipping dinosaur giraffe. Just
It
let him-
looks like Jar Jar
Okay,
Binks.
I want to hear what he's got to say.
Jar Jar Binkosaurus.
Right, right,
All right, let's hear it.
Jar Jar
The
Binks these
Patagotype.
nuts.
Listen carefully. This is the largest dinosaur in history.
Wow.
It
No.
weighed 80 tons, which isn't like 1 or 2, but 14 African elephants.
Or one atom.
Jack, this is where you say Alex Bomb.
It's an Alec-Momiosaurus.
Whoa, Jack!
Whoa!
Got him!
It's the
That
same
was a
color.
good one,
It's the
Jack.
same color. Look at that. Look at, oh my gosh, bro.
Wait, Alex, show me your beard. Yo, that's the same color.
That's how you know it's an Alec-Momiosaurus.
It's genetical.
My mom
yeah,
doesn't
it's
have this color
genetic.
hair.
And it was 131 feet long.
Dang,
That's
your
like
mom was
3
huge.
buses parked in a row.
Oh
You
my
can
gosh.
get an
Kinda cute.
idea of its size with this model located in Patagonia, Argentina.
They got a model?
People look like ants next to its 65.
Yo, that is a 6-foot tall person right there, and that is a
Bro,
flipping dinosaur.
That thing could walk around and stomp on you and you get flattened
Whoa.
like a pancake.
It's got spikes on like its butt. Its butt cheeks got
yeah.
spikes on them.
It's got
Kinda
some rocks
a nice,
on its
like,
butt.
turkey-looking neck too.
Yeah,
Gobble.
right. At the top.
gobble, gobble, gobble.
Yeah, it's got that little
Wow.
gaggle waggle.
That thing could kill you in one footstep.
I just want to know why it has spikes on its butt cheeks.
Maybe we'll find out.
But why is it scary? Well, what
'Cause
would
it has
happen if
spikes
a
on its butt
herd went
cheeks.
through a small town?
I'm dead.
Run!
It's a stampede!
It'd simply destroy it. There's nothing a group of people can do against the Patagotype.
We can
For
nuke them.
this reason and its colossal
I don't know.
size,
I don't think
it's
about that.
earned its place in this video.
Oh, trivia. Everybody
Before
put on their
moving
thinking caps.
Have you ever wondered if the Indominus Rex could really exist?
Yeah.
Stick around because the answer will surprise you. Even I was surprised, and it was me who wrote the script.
Thanks. The Triceratosaurus.
Therizinosaurus.
The Therizinosaurus.
Therizinosaurus.
The Therizinosaurus.
Therizinosaurus.
That's it. That's
Probably
the one.
maybe a relative of the rhinoceros.
At number 9, we have the Theratinosinus. Let's check it out.
Therizinosaurus. I introduce you to
Oh,
the
it's a chicken.
bloodthirsty
Is that a
vegetarian
bird?
T-Rex.
It's a
The
chicken.
Therizinosaurus. Where are you going, little Tarbosaurus? Oh, he was so young.
Wait, is that
This
it?
dreadful
What?
herbivore
Holy
had a pair
crap.
of 32-inch scythes instead of claws,
gosh.
and was huge.
You see those claws?
That is Wolverine.
It looks like it
at
has
that.
mole rat arms that are just
Dude.
giant.
Jack, what are you doing?
I'm imagining that's a sound it probably made back in the day.
More of like a maybe.
I
Same
mean, this
sound
is what a
Adam makes
superhero
when he
would look
eats.
like in real life. Seriously, this guy's
I like how it
crazy.
has like a bushy tail. It
That
kind
thing
of
is
looks like
super
an eagle
ugly.
mixed with a mole.
Oh, yeah.
That is really ugly.
16.5 feet tall and weighed 5 tons only from eating
No.
Its
salad.
tail kind of looks like Alex Mullet.
Therizinosaurus beat up carnivores who thought it was easy prey. Let's see how it's doing. The dad of its victim from
Eat
a
that
while
smack,
ago.
boy.
How did they get
Yo,
footage
it's
of it?
destroying a T-Rex. Like nothing.
No.
Knocked out with one.
It's got vampire claws.
Well, the main use of its claws was to hold onto trees while feeding.
Oh,
Let
it's
me
like a
ask you this.
sloth.
How many inches do you think
Oh.
its claw would pierce into your chest if you
Probably
disturbed it?
17.
I look forward to your answer in the comments.
That guy would be scary.
Number the Utah Raptor.
Utah
the Utah
Raptor.
Raptors.
Yeah.
No, they're from
Wait.
Toronto.
Is this a basketball team?
Oh,
Utahraptor.
the Utaraptor.
Remember these?
Oh yeah, it's like a Velociraptor,
They
but
can't be that
tinier.
scary. They kind of look cute.
Well, I won't talk about those shrimps, but the biggest raptor of all, the Utahraptor.
Oh, it's bigger than the Velociraptor.
So they're like hyenas.
It could reach up to 36 feet long, 5.2 feet tall, and weigh half a ton.
What? Wow.
Add to this the fact that it hunts in groups, and you have the perfect assassins for a slasher movie.
Jeez.
You think its weight slowed it down? Forget it. You can't escape, and not only that, its hind legs had huge 10-inch claws.
They probably
that could
traveled in
gently
packs,
rip you
too.
off a limb.
Wow, 10 inches
By
is
the way, although its
huge.
body resembles
10
the
inches
first
is
of
really
birds,
big.
it's
That is
unknown whether
really,
or not
really
it had
big.
feathers to help regulate its temperature, since it was so big that it could do it by itself.
Wow.
Wow. Number 7, the the dragon.
Can we have Adam start to read these, please?
At number
You're doing
7.
such a good job. I just want to hear Adam try it.
At number 7, we have the Cryodraken Boreas.
Cryodraken Boreas.
I was right there. I was right there.
Close, bro.
No way it's shooting out
Just 2
fire.
years after the Night King used its ice zombie dragon
That's
for
not
the first
real.
time in Game of Thrones Season 6,
They had
a
dinosaurs?
true giant
What?
winged beast was found in the frozen lands of Alberta, Canada.
Oh, Alberta.
It was the Cryodracon boreas, better known as the Frozen Dragon.
What?
Whoa.
If you're about to tell me
That's
this wasn't
probably
a
why they
dinosaur
thought
because
dragons
it could
were
fly,
real.
Well, you won't leave a like if I show you a bunch of identical carnivores. Let's continue. It was a despicable carnivore designed to be a fierce beast.
It looks skinny.
It attacked from the sky and had a
That would be
ridiculously
terrifying.
large head and neck for its body.
I said that already.
Still, it was huge.
It's got a
as
big
its
old dome.
Doesn't that look like the dude? It looks like one of those birds from Avatar.
Jack, what are they called?
The Cryodomadam?
The Nagari.
No,
The what?
that better be what they're called, bro.
The
better be what they're called.
The Nikiri.
Nikiri.
The Nigiri.
Crap, what are they called? The birds. What are the birds? Guys, comment down below what the birds from Avatar are called.
Birds
What the
from
blue
Avatar.
people.
Birds from
It looks
Avatar.
just like that evil guy that.
It's called a mountain banshee.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Oh.
And it's the
What did
people
you
are
say,
known
Adam?
as the Na'vi.
The Na'vi.
Yeah. Anyway, these guys are pretty big.
wingspan
close,
could range
Adam.
from 16 to 30 feet. Now listen carefully. It ate dinosaurs.
What?
Do you think you stand a chance?
What?
He was a
Us three
carnivore.
together maybe could stand a chance.
No Valyrian
think so.
steel sword would
If
save
we trip
you.
Alec and leave him behind.
Adam?
Oh.
At number 6, we have the Allosaurus.
He just said it and you still pronounce it wrong.
Allosaurus. A bad yet popular guy came.
Right there.
This is one of the most popular
The
dinosaurs.
Allosaurus comes to prove that its
this kinda looks like a
reputation as a
T-Rex.
ripper isn't
Yeah, it looks
just
like
a
a
It's a
matter of
tinier
T-Rex.
T-Rex, I think.
Oh.
running is useless.
Oh, he's got a big old head.
That's
Even
how
if you were
giraffes
as fast
fight.
as Usain Bolt, the Allosaurus would catch you with its speed of 24
Wow.
miles per hour.
Well, yeah, because it was giant.
This means
Wait, that's
that,
not that
yes,
fast.
that would be
That's
you.
pretty fast.
Not really.
Dude, that's how fast
The
Usain
secret
Bolt
of
can
its
run.
agility lay
Yeah,
in its
what?
muscled hind
She
legs.
She just runs like
Besides
60
weighing
miles an
just
hour.
2.5 tons. Like
Yeah, but they don't weigh 2.5 tons, buddy.
That's true, but like it's not like
And they
crazy
try-
fast. I'm pretty sure grizzly bears run like 35
Yeah,
miles
but
an hour.
dinosaurs also only run on 2 legs, like this guy.
I could drive a car pretty fast.
Yeah, exactly. Like if Jack is in his Tesla, they're not catching him. So
Never.
GG.
Unless he
No,
runs out of
nothing's-
battery.
Nothing is catching me in my Tesla.
Except the law. Don't speed.
like a big
Stay
rhino.
safe, kids.
If you add the fact that it hunted in groups, it could kill diplodocuses that weighed 10 times more.
Not the
Despite
Diplodocus.
all of the above,
Oh, I
its
love
bite was quite
Diplodocuses.
huge.
Triceratops.
It's sized up to 30 feet long and 9 feet tall,
30
but its
feet
bite
long.
was similar to a leopard.
9 feet tall actually isn't that bad.
That's taller
kinda
than the
like-
tallest man ever.
Yeah, but that's like if like a polar bear stood up on its hind legs.
Yeah.
You know, you would be looking up at it, but it's not like it's
I am
like bigger
terrified of polar bears.
than a giraffe. You know, giraffes are taller than the Allosaurus.
Bro.
Did you guys know that Charizard is only 5'7"?
Really?
Yeah,
So I could still ride on his back, right?
Oh, wow.
probably.
Oh, okay. As long as I can still ride him, that's fine.
Tarbosaurus.
At number 5, we have the Tarbosaurus.
Tarbosaurus.
They should have called it the
It's
Turbosaurus.
time for the
we'll
first
see how fast it
major
is.
carnivore of this video.
I thought the Allosaurus was the major
Round two,
carnivore.
there is
Now we're getting
Zenosaurus.
serious.
Oh! Oh! He got Dino Slam.
I think there's a winner.
Oh,
With a
takedown!
weight of 5 tons, the Tarbosaurus makes its impressive appearance.
Oh wow.
Is he hitting the gritty?
That
From
thing
the
is a
top,
meatball.
it looks like a
Must
crocodile.
flee, as its name translates to alarming reptile, which was surely the last thought its victims had before being torn apart
Seriously.
by its fearsome jaws.
Oh my god.
Weighing twice as much as the Allosaurus,
shoot.
this prehistoric killing machine of 11.5 feet
Wow, it's
high
even
and
bigger than the
39 feet
Allosaurus.
long, had no trouble running up to 18 miles per
I
hour.
can
Oh
run
my
faster
gosh.
than that.
Usain Bolt can run faster than
Are you
that.
guys serious
so
right
can,
now?
So can Alec the
You guys are serious right now? You can run
Yes.
faster than 18 miles an hour.
No, we
I
can't.
could probably run 18. I could
no,
probably
you
run 18.
cannot.
So you can
maybe
outrun this
cap
thing.
out at 15. You
I
could
could
probably
probably
cap
run
out at
18.
15.
If this thing's
No, I can run
chasing
18.
after you, you could outrun it.
I could keep up with it. It couldn't
Alec
catch up
would,
to me.
Alec would hit
you.
18 miles an hour, trip and fall, and then get stomped.
No, I can run 18 miles an hour.
So if you saw that thing from 100 feet away, you're gonna be safe because you're gonna outrun
Yeah.
it and get to a safe location.
It could probably run that fast for like 10 feet anyway. That's probably
Do
like
you
its cap
think?
speed.
Do you think that if you had like a sword that you could beat it?
No.
2 swords?
What about
Now
like a full
we're
suit of armor
talking.
too?
A full suit of armor and a crossbow.
No, probably not.
All right,
Realistically.
all right. This is the first
But
time
I-
Alex
I
actually
think
being
I could-
realistic here.
I think I can run away from it though. 18 miles an hour is like fast, but like it's possible.
How fast does Usain Bolt run?
Like 23,
25.
24,
So you can.
25. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys
Maybe
are crazy.
26.
No.
Wait, if you run in zigzag, airbags, you can get away from it.
Is that true?
Pretty sure. They can only run in a straight line. It's really hard for that thing to slow
You're
down.
just making up stuff.
Once it lost or worn out a tooth, it was replaced by a new one to continue its perfect butchery.
Oh my
Like
gosh, I had
every
so much free
serial
punch.
killer, it has a trauma with its mother. For the Tarbosaurus is that she abandoned him.
No.
We don't have to keep this in. I just looked it up. Average male running speed for athletes is 19.5. I'm not like below the average athlete.
Athletes, Alec.
The
We're talking
average
about
athlete.
running athletes, not power lifters. We're
Right,
talking
but this
about
is the average. Right, but this is the average athlete. I'm probably faster than most people.
If this video gets 5,000 likes, I will post a YouTube short on this channel of Alec running less than 50 miles an hour.
Less than 15?
I'll buy one of those speedometers and clock
I will
them.
bet
I'll see how fast he is.
$1,000 I can run faster than 15.
We'll see. We'll see. Guys, at number 4, we have the Charged Arch Dolinosaurus.
Carcharodontosaurus.
Dang it, bro. I'll get one of these. Oh my god!
If shark movies discouraged you from
it's an
going to the
alligator.
beach,
Holy
bad news.
snap.
The Carcharodontosaurus brings you that beautiful smile
Oh,
to
it's not an
dry
alligator.
land.
He's got a long nose.
Even other big carnivores knew it wasn't a good idea to face this 6-ton monster.
6 tons.
Making it one of the largest carnivores that have ever walked on Earth.
Yeah, it has the mouth of an alligator.
It was over 42 feet long, 12.5
Look at that
feet
head.
wide,
It's got a juggernaut
and
for a
its
head.
mouth was full of 6.2-inch serrated teeth.
That is
That's a tooth, which is
huge.
roughly the size of your phone.
Wow.
It was named after its terrible saw-like teeth,
That is
and
a
it
massive-
means shark-toothed lizard.
Shark-tooth oozard.
It had
go
a
in the
bad
water?
temper for anyone who set foot on whatever it considered home.
What was that?
And long-necked giants. It's time for you to know more about the Indominus Rex.
Oh.
Well, everyone already knows it didn't exist. According to Dr. Jack Horner, a paleontologist who works as a consultant for Jurassic Park movies and sequels, it'd be possible to genetically modify chickens to look like dinosaurs, creating the so-called Chickenosaurus.
The
Under this
Chickenosaurus.
premise,
That's
science
what
could
Adam would
create
name it.
any dino it wants, including the Indominus
Wait,
Rex.
that's a big jump they're making.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's continue with the frightening dinosaurs that do exist.
At number 3, we have the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Adam got that one right.
I knew that one. Also known as the T-Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Also known as the Glizzy Gobbler.
Ladies and
This is
gentlemen,
my favorite dinosaur.
the dinosaur that
Oh, yeah,
made
I
the
love
words
this guy.
dinosaur and terrifying to
I love
be
that he
written
doesn't
together,
exist.
the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Look at how short his little arms are. Look at him.
For starters, it had the most powerful bite ever. 6 tons of pressure, which is like an elephant standing on top of you, but plus 8-inch sharp
Oh my
teeth.
god.
And although
Holy
until now,
guacamole.
66 million years after its extinction, it's still bullied for its forelimbs that were barely 3 feet long.
I just bullied him for it.
Keep in mind that these could carry up to 3 times the weight human arms can.
That's not a
At
lot,
42 feet long, 13 feet tall, 9 tons in weight, and a name that literally translates to King Tyrant's Lizard.
That is a mean
Why do you
green
think its
eating
arms-
machine.
Why do you think its arms are so small? Like they just never use them. They always just use their mouth.
Yeah, they just had to chomp, 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 chomp. They never had to pick anything up.
There wasn't much other predators could do, so you better start running.
Oh, there's even more scary dinosaurs.
Oh
I was
my
hoping
gosh,
they would have
wait.
this one.
There's 2 more scarier. At number 2, we have the Spinosaurus.
The Spinosaurus.
I'm nailing these.
Spinosaurus.
Wow.
This one is dangerous.
What is this one?
It's
Even
bigger
the
and badder than a
Tyrannosaurus
T-Rex.
knows it can't win this fight.
What the heck?
However, the proud Tyrannosaurus Rex won't give up that easy.
Oh!
Dang it. I introduce you to the largest predator to ever walk on Earth, the
Adam.
Spinosaurus.
Oh, the
Besides
Spinosaurus,
ruling
right.
over land, the Spinosaurus can chase you through water and catch you for lunch.
That's insane.
No, don't hide in a cage. You'll be mistaken for
That's why its
caged
back
tuna.
is like a fin.
Unlike other carnivores of similar size, its arms were much longer and stronger.
No way.
At 7 tons in weight, 50 feet long, and over
It was
13
the biggest
feet
one.
tall. Add to the mix a 1.6
heck no.
ton bite force, and let's say its victims stood no chance.
Oh no.
Watch out.
Bonus,
Jeez.
helicoprine.
Oh my god, this thing's crazy.
Helicoprine? What?
Is it Freddy?
No, I think we saw this in a different
It's
video.
time to run because the buzzsaw
It's the
chainsaw
chainsaw
just
shark.
arrived.
Oh, it's got a chainsaw.
Yeah, the shark with the
Dinosaur,
chainsaw
but I
mouth.
couldn't leave it aside for how scary it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
These strange jaws were designed to cut through the hardest shells like scissors. It was 33 feet long
That
and
is
weighed
insane that that's
840
real.
pounds.
Or was real.
Experts can't agree on the appearance of the helicoprion because given that it's cartilaginous, it disappears almost entirely after dying. But this all seems to indicate that those saw-like teeth in its lower jaw were spare parts developed to make its terrible weapon more lethal over time. Definitely a bite no one wants to receive.
A completely different kind of bite.
Now it's time. Make way for the master of
All
slaughtering.
right, this is number
Guys,
one.
what do you think it is? What do you think it is? Take your guesses.
I think it's gonna be an ancient platypus.
I'm gonna go for the gargantuan saurus.
Is that real? Or are you just saying that?
No, it's the gargantuan.
I'm gonna go with the Glibglobbersaurus.
Oh, I was really fully expecting Alex's mom joke. Let's go. You guys are growing up.
Oh!
That
The
sounds like a pill
Lythronax.
that you would take in the morning.
It's
does.
Lythronax. Oh my gosh,
to
I
like
should have
help
got
you
this
poop
one.
or something.
Lythronax. Finally, the Lythronax, the king of gore. At just 2.5 tons,
Ooh,
26
looks like a-
feet
oh, it's
long,
pretty
and
small.
so it's
How's
a
it
little
tiny?
8 feet tall. It's small compared to the Tarbosaurus, Carcharodontosaurus, and Spinosaurus. It would also have a difficult time fighting the Allosaurus, which is slightly larger. But why was this relatively small carnivore given a name that means bloody king? Well, because it's the oldest known Tyrannosaurus. What does this mean? It means that it's the mentor of all the greatest prehistoric predators.
Oh. It was the first.
Go. Be quick.
It's like Obi-Wan
Every
Kenobi.
bite, tearing, carnage, and bloodbath made by Tyrannosaurus-looking carnivores are just imitations of this original serial killer, the Lythronax.
Oh, wow.
Moreover, its species was recently identified in 2013 in Utah, United States, so you can say its crimes were more than perfect. Do you know an even scarier dinosaur? Leave it in the comments to talk about it.
I don't know. Megalodon was pretty scary.